I like those commercials. It's so random. The panda bear's just an asshole.
That poor like chef, he's just like, I'm just making my pizza, and then the fucking panda is like, here's your sauce, pours it all over the fucking table.
I mean, it kind of triggers me because it's this huge waste of sauce.
I know. Oh. Ah, see, my gift fucking worked. He showed up.
Hola.
Food summoning.
Hold on, I gotta adjust something.
Food summoning, indeed.
How's it going, everyone?
Terribly, because you took an extra minute to get here.
Sit all over the fucking
Oh, sorry.
Better grovel for forgiveness.
Other than that, we were discussing. There's a Battlefield bundle sale right now. It's actually reasonably priced for what you get.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
$10.
Battlefield 4, 5, and 1 are all bundled
Now,
together
5
for like.
should add an additional $5 off because honestly, having that in your library is kind of a sin.
Yeah, but like all three of those games together right now, it's basically $11 USD.
Makes sense why they're doing the sale though, because they're trying to prep people like get hype for 2042. But take advantage of it. You want it.
Oh yes. If you wish to pay for a glorified ad for the next game, why not?
I already own these games. I paid $60
Yeah,
for them
so it
actually.
would be particularly stupid for you to pay for them, wouldn't it?
It'd be funny. Maybe I should do it. Here's another $10. I paid
See, that
60
is
for each one of
I
these.
imagine
actually.
the company would find that rather funny.
Yeah,
Like,
I can
that is
imagine.
the Skyrim business model. Yes, purchase
I can
Skyrim
just
again for your
see the
toaster.
CEO like with like the Emperor Palpatine. Good.
Good. Let the
Good.
money flow out of you.
Do it for the meme.
You want to add it to your Steam library, do you not? It's like, yes, kind of, but not. Maybe a little cheaper.
No.
See,
These are all the games are
what we
looking for.
need, we need public Steam profiles sponsored by EA and stuff, where you have like pins and shit, and you'll be treated like a second-class citizen if you don't have the latest pins. That would be excellent. Just more purchasing demand. Yes, yes.
Madam Max, try using a different. He was on our stream last night, and he was just having problems with like. Try using a different browser. Like, if you can't get it to go to 720p 60 FPS, which honestly 60 FPS for this stream is absolutely pointless.
Like, oh man, look at the frame rate as they move around.
Oh,
their
look at the
pictures.
sliding the box. It's so crisp and clean. Like,
Don't listen to Kyle. He doesn't understand the quality
Yeah,
of this.
it's on 720 for me. So it's available.
what we should go down is the
Sick.
480, so we can pretend that we're AV cable based.
No, 144.
Retro. That's too retro for me though. That's
Yeah,
before my time.
144.
144.
Yeah.
Kill yourself.
Damn it.
There's not very many pixels
Kyle
on
could
screen.
just add on one of those old film grain filters, but he's too lazy. Yes.
Film grain filter I don't think would be too hard to put on. But that's like, now we're going back past retro, before the days of electronics. Like, this role-playing game is from 1920, you see? Yeah.
Witness
Now,
this
far more
role-playing game the
importantly
ancient
than
Greeks played, where they
Kyle's,
put pictures in front of a fire to
fetishization
create shadow.
What was that blonde whore? She's like,
You
"What?"
should probably go back to loading up the map, Kyle, because it's going to take you 5 minutes.
See, I didn't want to press that because I was afraid it would crash. Until it was fully loaded. Oh, it's already loaded. Must have been cached. Even though I didn't think this thing cached.
Cached. Kyle, stop it. You'll make
Old
me
of
hurt
you to
myself.
presume this soft fucking handle such
Cachet.
advanced techniques.
Don't ruin my elaborate pronunciations of words.
To be fair, the forest.
Cache.
To be fair, the forest road loaded up pretty
Thank
damn
you.
quick for me.
See, I am of an upper class, and we pronounce
I do
it
enjoy that he
cachet.
makes a little bit of meal of that word. He's like one of those like middle class hillbillies who's learned a French word and he draws it out a little bit and draw.
Firstly,
Ah,
Minnesota
I
is the
want one
land
of
of
them
hills.
there croissants.
So being a hillbilly does make sense.
Croissants.
One of your croissants, please. Oh, yes, I do like a fine croissant.
I do appreciate my croissants. Croissants. There you go. Now, last time you were all being very difficult, and you eventually talked to the woman. I understand none of you have ever talked to a female before, but we got through it slowly but surely. And you were even given a mission to go into the woods by yourselves and attack other people, which strikes me as somewhat abusive, really. Like this woman's first mission is like, hey, go over there, kill this person. Very female.
Look,
Very
it was for a
female.
10% discount off her rate.
Speaking of female, it's the UN or some such organization's National Day for Psychological Disturbances today.
Ah.
So crazy people.
Oh, good thing we're playing Skaven, and we're all very well-adjusted adult rats.
And in honor of the UN Day for Crazy People, I actually have nothing. I didn't even know it was Crazy People Day until like 2 minutes ago. But consider this in homage
Well
to
done.
that. Yes, there you go.
Well done.
Oh, hold on. No, I know. You see how some of the trees, for some reason, have the trunk sticking through? Because, I don't know.
I don't
Like
mind that.
That is the crazy person thing.
That makes sense mechanically. Think about it, because now you know where the tree is, so you can't stand it directly under.
I suppose, but not all the trees have that.
Listen,
Some of them.
Assuming the ones that have that are like supposed to be the really tall trees,
maybe those ones are super
versus
thin.
the ones that don't have it are kind of like the shorter ones.
Yeah, and maybe
Shorter
they also
ones.
have like a small, like actual like tree trunk, so that's actually very narrow. So you really
Yeah,
can't
like a
do
short
much there.
evergreen of some kind or something like that.
Yeah,
It actually doesn't matter. You can't see cover behind it because its tree trunk is too narrow and pathetic.
and the bullet goes right past and kills you. Ugh.
Well, there you go. We have discovered a logical reason for this.
I'm just fucking guessing,
Yes.
honestly.
Nevertheless, this is the area you are setting up the ambush in. The convoy will be crossing that little stone bridge, and they will be heading to the south end of the map. So, make your things, your plans, be adventurous, fascinating, engaging. All these words.
Okay, so
Good.
I already have it figured out, guys. I've played enough Medieval 2 to know how this works. Archie, you don't
We are
have
bombing the
pikemen.
bridge.
So we
That's
get
what
the
we're
heavy
doing.
cavalry and just charge them over and over and over again.
So like put pikemen on the bridge, okay, and then minimize and read a book.
No, okay, no. If you're talking medieval 2, you can't just have the pikemen. You need like some sort of ranged unit,
yes,
like
you
the
can.
English longbow.
You could still
No,
just
wait.
have the pikemen. They'll run out of ammo and they'll charge across the bridge too.
You know what we'll do? We'll set it up like in Return of the Jedi, where we'll have like forest traps. We'll have swinging logs that destroy their.
Okay, but do we have forest critters willing to fight and die for us?
We do need to get the
We are
Ewoks
the
on our side.
critters.
No. We need smaller critters. We're Skaven.
Dev, you're
Okay.
in charge of recruiting the Ewoks, okay?
We need to recruit the squirrels.
No,
Sounds good.
Ewoks. I want the trademarked Ewoks, and I want them now, Dev.
Arch, are there any Ewoks in this forest?
Wait, no.
Unlikely.
Ewoks are like good aligned creatures. What we need to do is like at the very least like negotiate with like a neutral species like the Jawas.
Don't worry, D-Woks are the bad ones.
Ewoks.
Hold on.
So yeah, Dev's got a good idea. We should make some trapperoodles, but the question is, where do we want to ambush them on this great path, this great road, Deveroo? Look, Dev, use your eyes. I have 2 of them.
Also, an
Oh.
important thing to remember. One of the things we were told about this is that there's potentially
A troll.
going to be a notes. What do you say they refer to as a ogre hunter with
Troll
some
ogre.
mercenaries?
I think trolls are bigger, actually. That's
So,
a beautiful picture.
thing to potentially note.
Are there any hills, Arch?
Not hills per se, no, but slightly elevated pieces of terrain, also known as bumps in the ground.
Okay, so we couldn't like stand on top of anything and roll rocks down on them.
Unlikely.
I
I mean, you
mean-
could, but the rocks wouldn't go very far.
They would roll into the like little road, and it's like, there's a little rock there.
Oh, that's right. The Ewoks were... They might eat stormtroopers, which means they eat people. Well, fucking savages.
Well, could we, for example, cut a tree most of the way down But then on the
We don't even
far
need to do
side,
that. We don't even need to do that, Dave. If you look at the map, there's already a tree log right there.
no, I know that. No, that's not what I mean. What I mean is we can get some of our slaves or whatever. What are they called? I guess just clan rats. We can get some clan rats, and what we'll do is we'll cut a tree something like 90% of the way down, and then we'll tie up some ropes on the other side of the tree, on the side that they're not going to be able to see, and then when they pass by, we'll let go of the ropes and let the tree fall on them.
Issue with that timeline, from what I remember, this is actually happening like very shortly.
The question is
we have-
how much time do we have to set up traps?
You've got a bit of time, but I mean, you're gonna have to chop that tree down yourself.
Also,
We can't go get clan rats
can
from our
we
home.
sabotage the
Well,
bridge?
let me put it to you this way: from what I remember, Dev, like this is like a question of hours, not days.
Bridge. Sabotage
Okay.
it
Bridge.
so that we can pull a lever just like they did in ancient times
Yeah, we're
when
not going to be
people
able to
crossed it.
solve 11. We could use that log to block the road because that would stop them and distract them.
What do you mean
Well,
distract
if
them?
it's hours and not days,
Well, they'd have to move the fucking log before they could keep going.
What if they walked over it? Just like fuck.
Well,
Well, they have-
Well,
they
they
have
how
a
are
hard
they
have
time,
gonna
right?
they
pull
have
the
a
cart
wagon. Where,
over it?
yeah,
they
have a
have a
wagon.
wagon we're interested in.
Ogre just picks it up. Be like,
So-
ah!
So here's another idea. If it's hours and not days, the time that we have, do we have time to dig a hole in the road?
Fucking pitfall trap.
Yeah, exactly. Because
I'm just
I still
laughing 'cause
have the net.
I'm laughing because it is very Skaven-y.
We'll put the net over the hole and we'll cover it with leaves.
Why is there a
We'll
fucking
literally
leaf?
do.
Why is there a fucking leaf pile in the middle of the road?
No,
I don't
cover
get
it first.
guys.
Hold on, listen. Cover it first with leaves, and then cover it with a little bit of dirt. Enough
Dirt
to
and
bury
whatnot.
it.
Yeah. Do we have time to do that, Arch?
I like the idea of just having leaf over it.
A leaf, just a singular.
I mean,
Single leaf.
It's an ogre. It might be stupid enough to believe it.
Depends. Yeah, roll
Where'd
a strength
Ron
check.
go?
There will be skill tests for these things involved, so depending upon your
strength
skills
test,
and
you
how
say?
quickly you do things. You can only do one thing each as well, so Gnarl can't be like, I'm gonna dig a hole whilst chopping down his tree with my tail.
I mean,
I mean,
if I
what kind
if
of
he works
strength
out,
test would you need to do that?
a strength test is just a strength test, right? So it's rolled against your strength stat.
hmm
So
It's like, what
there
if
we
I
go.
crit?
I think Nara was able to dig the pit.
A standard success. All right. Gnarl disappoints everyone. Like he toughs himself up. You know, he does the little muscly bicep dance, like, "Arr." And then he just starts digging really slowly and boringly, just completely naturally, just like shovel, 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 shovel. But he does finish the pit.
Good. Now, how much time do we have left?
Well, that's what he's doing. What are the rest of you doing? I was like, it would be stupid for you to just sit there and like, yes, let's all just watch
So,
him dig.
I want to prepare.
Well, maybe we
A-
could be judging his digging skills, you know?
Well,
I want to prepare.
I would
Hold
say
on, hold on.
Sprousel might
Be quiet, you.
Sprousel might
Be
spend his
quiet.
time like trying.
Quiet. I'm saying what I'm gonna
Yeah.
do. Hands. I'm gonna prepare
Hands.
a big fucking spell. Can I prepare a big old warp storm spell? Or
Depends on how big of a spell we're talking about.
how much time do I have?
Hours.
Oh.
As
You
a
tell me
big-
what you want to do, and I tell you whether or not I think it's balanced or not.
I want to suck them all into the warp, as many as possible.
You want to suck them all off? Okay, you can do that.
Oh shit!
That requires time, but
When I
it's
said distract the ogre, this is not what I had in mind.
like, hey, Squeak, you want to come over here? Squeak, squeak, and it's like, yes, please.
Ogre looks at you. Too small for me.
That's what do you mean? Too small? No such thing. You're like, oh
Well,
shit.
there is
I
such
think it's like I can unhinge my jaw. Thank you very much.
I am experienced, Squeak. Many gray hairs I have sucked off to get to this position.
But yes, you could indeed theoretically just take them one by one, but I don't know if they would remain cooperative throughout the entire seance. Now come up with something more reasonable, Kyle. Bad.
Yeah.
Well, should I, if we are going to
the
do
hole has been dug.
yeah,
You're
if we are
done,
going to do
Deb.
the whole thing, so we need dirt and leaves and a net.
Yeah, that's you. You're doing that.
Okay,
Well,
Arch.
I think the issue is at this point, it's like, okay,
Everyone
the
gets to do
hole
their
for
own
the
thing.
pit trap has been dug. Now it's like, okay, can we make this look convincing that it's still a part of the road now?
Put
Yeah.
a leaf on top of it.
Is that possible, Arch?
Yes, that can be your job. You just need to do camouflage roll.
Okay.
Now, because he has a lot of time, does he have a chance to try a couple of times?
Here we go.
The leaf has been successfully placed on top of the net.
Is that all?
I mean, the net is expertly placed, and just you spend a lot of time making the net just right, and then like a chef planting the last little leaf of basil on top of it, just like
Oh,
There we
when they get here, it's like it's almost as if the gods themselves wanted this leaf to be here. Because, like, what are the odds that this leaf could have been at this exact spot, at this exact time, at this exact part of the year? Clearly, the gods are real.
they'll be so entranced by the leaf. There's no way they'll see the hole. Speaking of hole, where do you want the hole?
Probably not
Hmm.
directly in front of the bridge.
No.
Uh-oh.
The hole should be one of the last traps they bump into, because everything else we should try to make should be triggered by us.
I don't like the fact I'm getting slowdown now.
What are you talking about?
I'm trying to scroll or pan the camera around, and it's like, let me think about that.
I see my character sliding around, but he's like going really slowly. Oh God, is that the game?
That's probably the game, yes.
So, what direction are they coming from?
They're coming from the bridge.
Okay.
From the top down.
Oh my God. Are you moving them intentionally at the pace of a snail, or?
You know
No.
what?
What
Fantasy
else
Grounds, we're
did
gonna
we
try this.
That's
guess
just
I-
fancy ground being fancy grounds.
Oh, it's actually not responding for me, so let's hope nothing bad happens.
Well, he has a hands. Don't forget about it.
Well, here's an idea. Just give me a second here. Does this work? Yeah, okay. So if we put the hole here, let's say, and then we can put Kibs here with the K, and then Discordia here up in the tree, and you can basically shoot down into the hole.
Yeah, maybe. I think if we where's the pen? How do I do pen?
Top.
Do I
Little
know it?
feather.
Oh, this one. Like if we were to put like either Dev or Gnarl like here, they might try and run at them and be less likely to see the hole. Because they'll be focused on like attacking.
Yeah, they might run directly, which might run past the hole.
Yeah, because there's that curve.
Also, they won't get bonuses to attacks because they're no longer an ambush. It's no longer a surprise attack, so they lose their bonuses now.
Yeah, we should stay hidden somewhere, like in a different bush,
Maybe make a dummy
and
set
we
it
can
up.
fight the ones that didn't fall in the hole.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well. Just like have the hole be the first trap, so that that kicks everything off.
Now, why is the trap so near the entrance to the forest? Because now we can't do any other traps.
I mean,
we have
I guess
time for
we
the
could do
traps?
before
Yes,
it, but then
we
they'll
do.
be less likely to fall down the
Dev.
hole because they'll already be.
Well,
Arch
Hold on.
literally, no, Arch said this. You made that hole. That's what you did. Everyone else
I didn't
still
do
gets
it.
to do something.
Gnarl dug the hole.
Did he?
yes.
Arch?
Then
Yes.
Rattata did the cover or the
Yes.
Okay.
concealment for it.
So Disco and
we're
I
already
haven't
set.
done anything. So
Yeah,
why are we
you
setting
and
up the
Discord haven't
why
done
are we
anything yet.
setting up the thing yet before we've done anything? Also, I think that's a really terrible spot. And I'm also not a fan of the locations of where the ranged characters are. Like Disco being here. Oh god, that's fucking leggy as fuck. And me being here is a terrible idea. Now we're overexposed and for little actual benefit. The minute they spot us, we will be singled out and killed.
Mm.
Disco can't go into melee that
I
well.
don't
I
know.
can't.
I don't know how big is the ogre mercenary, but he might be able to reach us up a tree.
Yeah, well, probably he
He
can.
could probably
As
just
sad
be
as
like,
it is,
"Excuse me, yoink."
as sad as the thought may be, I think Gnarl's going to basically have to charge the ogre hunter and basically
Sadly,
deal
yeah.
with him.
I'll try to support you in that regard because he's a big target.
Hmm. Unless he falls down the hole.
I mean, it would
Potentially
be
possible.
It would be fortunate if he was the leading person in the convoy, and then he fell down the hole and got stuck because he's fat.
Hmm. It would be, but whether or not he does.
Now the question is, Disco, what should we set up in the interim?
I don't know.
Well,
I've
what-
just been
the thing-
looking through my inventory to see what I have that I could potentially make traps out of.
The
I
thing
mean,
I was.
could hands.
Oh no, I was
I
going to
could
recommend. for you.
potentially blow something up, but then that is very much gonna let them know that we're here. I mean, I have gunpowder. That's about all I have.
If we can make an explosive trap, that wouldn't be terrible. And you can somehow ignite it or shoot it.
I wonder if we could wait till they go past a certain point and then blow something up behind them to prevent them escaping off that way. They would have to
Sabotage the
follow the
bridge.
path forward then. So the last thing we want is for them to try and run away with the goods.
It would
So
be,
blowing something
yeah.
up behind them perhaps wouldn't be a terrible idea.
That would be good to knock out the bridge, I think, in that case.
I don't know if we can.
Well, we
if
gotta
we
ask
can
Archer
blow up
about
the
that.
Bridge.
Well, remember
looks
that we're
fairly
supposed
sturdy.
to drop the cart off somewhere.
That's fine. But we still need to get the cart.
Yeah, my concern is if they start to get attacked and say the cart is leading up the rear, they might just turn around and run with the cart while we fight the ogre. That is something that, if they don't want us to get these goods. So blowing up something behind them and preventing them from actually retreating, forcing them to go forward, is not a bad idea.
If they need the cart to pull the goods, then I would assume that it's something substantially heavy. So it's like if they want to pull it, that's going to slow them down.
Yeah, but the point is, like, if we are stuck fighting the ogre and his mercenaries, they could get away
Yeah, it doesn't matter if
backwards.
they hands. It doesn't matter because how the game works is if they get to the edge of the map, they're gone.
Now, also, Dev rolled a 4, like 6 degrees of success, so he could also do one other simple trap thing.
See, I don't
So-
think we have the ability to blow up the bridge. Like, we don't have any kind of explosive.
No, we do. Easily.
I think
I
I'm
could
gonna-
basically prepare a spell in which. So, for instance, let's say I prepare a spell, because I have time to. A spell more powerful enough to take out the bridge, assuming that Arch says that I have enough time to do that. Because Arch said, as long as I can imagine it or like figure out how to do it, I can make some sort of ritual circle or something and start preparing it. If I blow up the bridge at the precise moment when the last couple of guys are on it, I can kill the last few people in the convoy as well.
Well, I don't think you should trigger the bridge blowing up until they've already fallen in the hole.
The hole should be set up as something they might
But the
run
thing
into.
is, like, it might scare them forward to fall into the hole. If something like right behind them is like bang, like you might run. Straight into
The
hole.
issue is when it comes to like ambushes at that point, like it from their perspective, it's like they would want to either push through it or just fight.
They don't get to go
So
back
it's-
anyways. Like if the bridge is gone, they have to fight.
And no, they might very well retreat while the mercenaries, the people they've hired to fight for them,
Or
are
stalling.
fighting.
Yeah.
Like, if you've got valuable goods, there's every chance you'd be like, all right, get the goods out here, and the people that we are paying to defend us will have this fight.
Kyle's mind is too small. Kyle, you're a gray seer, and that's a river. Why blow up the bridge when you could electrify the entire river?
They're not in the river.
It's warp storm electricity. I'm sure it'll work everywhere.
How much electricity does it take to go through a body of water to kill somebody?
Enough.
Thing
Just
is,
electrify the bridge.
electrifying
just
the
turn it into a
water.
giant lightning stone.
I don't really. Can I electrify the bridge to make it deadly? It's made of rocks. From the picture, at least.
Rocks. Rocks are superconductive, I've heard.
Are they?
Yes.
That yes was a very forced yes.
Like, yeah, sure, just do it anyway.
See, if
You
they
have several hours. Like, blowing something up would be the easier part.
so how many hours in terms of like, then I'll just make the explosion bigger so it'll encapsulate more of them, I guess. Can't I?
You can blow it up. Remember, you are being told to salvage the goods, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna not blow up the bridge when the cart is on it.
So you are expecting the mercenaries to walk in a nice ordered distance from the cart.
So, Arch, that bridge can only support 2 tiles next to each other. I mean, that's fine. If you
Well,
want to play the game and say that I can't do it, then I won't do it. That's
it's
the
a
end of it.
cart.
Oh my god, that erases the map.
People ride
Oh
on
my God.
carts.
How big is the cart? How big is the convoy?
How about
It
this?
convoy's
sounded
pretty
much
big.
bigger. No, it doesn't sound that big anymore.
If this is like a traditional convoy, then all you'd need to do then is just scare the animals forward.
And so we're back to the explosion.
I mean, don't necessarily need an explosion, just a very loud sound to scare the animals.
Yeah, explosion.
I mean, that would be loud.
Alternatively, I guess I could sneak up the back of the convoy and shoot the one at the back in the ass. That might create a
Could.
bit of a stampede forward.
I mean, I guess one thing that potentially Scrazzle could do is spend this time to find like a good position so she has a good shot on everywhere along the road where we're expected to do fighting. So that way you don't have to worry about like, oh, they're in cover because you already found a good spot to shoot them from.
Well, there's no token lock on at the moment, so you can move your models as you wish. I'll enable line of sight so you can get an idea of what you can and can't see.
Well, I'll just hide in the bush here.
I'm kind of annoyed since I had to reload Fantasy Grounds. I've been sitting waiting for this map to load in, but all I'm still seeing is just black, aside from the writing.
The cache. It is a good thing.
Which is
If it
annoying
exists.
because when I first loaded in, it was fine. And this map was not that detailed.
Hans is the tragic villain of this tale.
So we decided what
Now-
side of the road we're going to be on.
Now, Arch, apparently I can see through this bush. Is this not a tree, or like it's difficult to tell because the line of sight shows me straight through it?
If the line of sight shows you through it, then that's what you see.
Okay.
Oh, these trees suck over here.
I guess I assume I'm just like poking my head out of a bush then.
Yeah, those look like smaller bushes rather than like trees. Also remember that when you're outside of them, they will block your line of sight, but when you are inside of them, you'll be able to see. Which makes a certain amount of gameplay sense, I suppose.
Okay, so if I kind of sit here and just kind of pop me head and gun out of the top of the bush.
Oh, praise the scholars! It
Then you
finally
are a
loaded in.
heavily armed bush.
Excellent.
Actually, Dev, since your character can move a lot faster than mine, would you want to change positions and have like me be up here and then you can be in that one and then charge?
Dev is preparing a turkey dinner, so responses may be delayed on occasion. Like now.
Okay, where do you want me to go?
Well, I was over here initially, so I was wondering if basically we wanted to double up where our melee characters are, or have it so like I'm up here and then you're down here because of your stupid run speed.
Okay, sounds good.
Where's our ship in relation to this place, by the way?
Several kilometers away.
Okay, but like, what route do we have to take to get to it? Up, down, left, or right?
North, right.
Upright. Okay. Just curious because I didn't know if we wanted to escape and how things go.
If that's the case, do you want to be on the north side?
It might be better if that's the case, in case things go poorly.
Because if that's the case, like Disco could be like right up here and then shoot the people in the back of the caravan.
So are we wanting to set up some kind of explosion behind them? Because like what?
I can't see
We
very
could
well.
set it up like way back here somewhere, and then
Where's,
like if we
where's-
could set up like a bang behind them, it might force them to run forward. Like if I set up like a bomb over there, would you be able to hit it with fire, or is it too far away?
what fire?
You
I
can
mean, I
make
assume
fire.
a warp lightning shot would detonate it.
I would think so. Because like if they stop, or if they're not like seeming like they're gonna fall in the hole, we can maybe scare the animals.
Alternatively, I could just prepare like a warp bomb of some kind spell and just blow up that like area behind them once they're past it. That way you don't have to waste your gunpowder.
If you want. But that could like kind of spook them forward.
I guess it depends on how they roll, I suppose.
Hmm. Can I spend this time reiterating to Mayo, patient little rat, and that he should wait until he's told to charge, because true toys need to fall down whole.
You can do a, what was it, animal handling?
Oh god. Let's see. Come on, game. I don't care. That's what I have.
Animal care, right. You explain to Mayo in excruciating detail the necessity of him to stay put, and just how many dinners he will not be given if he chooses not to.
Just talking very slowly. Now, stay. So I'm fairly sure that he's got it. He's nodding like, uh-huh.
He appears to be paying as much attention as his dead face ever can. You know, his eyes are staring off in 2 different directions, but his mouth is moving, so.
I may have thrown in a threat or two that the nasty grey rat might teleport him again if he's naughty.
The musk of fear squirts. But yes, he seems to have a pretty good idea that he's supposed to stay put until you tell him not to stay put.
Excellent. Good. There's a first time for everything.
So then, are we going to be on the north or south side of the road?
Yeah, Hans raises a good point. One of the issues, though, Hans, I will say, when going up here, is line of sight becomes very bad. The worst case scenario, I guess, if we come down here, Hans, we could just run off the map and then, we'll skirt around.
I'm not married to either position. I'm just wanting to make sure, like, okay, what side of the road are we going to be on?
This side, probably. Just because the positioning is better here.
Alright. Are there any other traps you wish to lay beyond the hole that you can make with either the environment or stuff that's on you?
Didn't you say Rattata had one other, like, simple trap he can make?
Yes. Loading dev.exe.
See, I can't think of anything other than dropping a tree on him, and not enough time to cut a tree,
you
is
are
there?
allegedly a sneaky
You
ninja-esque
just
rat.
said you had time to do something, so do something.
So, like, maybe just finding, like, a bunch of, like, rocks that are just, act almost like caltrops and just put them on the road or something like that.
They're painful to step on. That's a plan, I guess.
It's not much of a plan, to be honest.
Look, he said simple trap. That's
The
the
problem
closest I
with
can come
that
up
trap, though, is it makes them look at the ground. And by looking at the ground, they're more likely to uncover the other trap.
That's true.
Yeah,
it doesn't necessarily have to be on. It doesn't necessarily have to be on the road.
I don't think there's anything that can be done with unless we have more time. To be honest, I just don't.
Arch just said you have more time because it was done so fast.
Yeah, yes, but like, we need more time than what I have, basically.
Well, ask him.
Arch, do I have enough time to chop through most of a tree?
Depends. Roll a strength test.
All right, let's see if this works.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. So if that's the case, oh, where'd the hole go?
Hole's still there.
I don't
Yeah,
see
hole's
it.
still there.
I don't
I
see the
see it.
drawing.
Oh no, the drawing is gone, but the hole is still right here.
Oh, is it? Is it a clickable thing?
I see the thing in the road.
Like the purple circle? I don't.
No,
Shit.
again, it's not
Yeah,
the purple circle. It's the actual like icon that he put there.
I don't see an
I
icon.
don't see an
Really?
icon either. Mm-mm.
Gone.
Yeah, I don't see an icon.
I see it.
Just draw it.
I don't know
Hands,
why.
draw over it. Hands, do it now.
Okay, so I'll just draw again, I guess.
Okay.
I'm just
Set it.
confused that I could see it and you guys can't.
Visible. Visible.
Okay, so Arch, could I set up a situation where this tree here, it's mostly chopped, and I can just push it onto the road in this direction?
Probably, yes.
Okay, so that's
Poor
what I'll do.
Gnarl's skull might be
I was
crushed
gonna
in so
say,
doing.
isn't Gnarl in
I'll
the way?
be
I don't
I'll
have
be
to
right-
stand like right here.
I'll be right
Stand
here.
further in the bush.
Just see Gnarl like backing off, like aha.
How long is the tree if it fell on the ground, Arch? Can you please draw so
So
we
how
can
tall
see?
is the tree?
So basically,
Oh,
when they trigger the trap, the people behind them, I'll push the tree onto.
Okay, that's much more helpful. That's nice and perfect
Log.
hands crushing distance. If he was standing there.
Just log it, just tall enough to kill
Okay.
hands.
That's a pretty good
Cool.
plan. Good job, Dev. Choppy choppy tree. Disco, you want to do the gunpowder thing still?
I mean, if you're gonna set up an explosion behind them
'Cause we could
without
do-
the gunpowder, then there's not much point.
You could
Because
do
I
the-
would need,
I know.
probably need you to set it off, or
Well,
I
you'd have to shoot
guess-
it.
Well, no, because the whole point is to make the noise behind them so that they go forward. By shooting it, there would be a bang in front of them first. So I would either need you to set it off, or for you to like set an arrow on fire for me, so I can set it off that way.
I mean,
So if you're gonna just do it with magic, then that just cuts out the
actually, hold
middleman.
on a sec. Before all this, I could probably, like, behind one of the trees, make like a little tiny, like, little. Oh, that's not gonna work. Because the warp flame, the ghost flame would go out by then.
If you have enough time, because right now you have hours. In other words, the GM has given you an amount of time that he feels GM the necessary, depending upon your roles. But there's nothing preventing you from drawing multiple magic circles that you can activate in order with each their effect.
Okay.
I mean, what you could do is you could have the like magic circles. We could use some gunpowder to make the explosion bigger, so you're just kind of setting them all.
Yeah, so then I could make the explosion spell smaller, because I was thinking if I could use some sort of vermintide spell to summon a bunch of little rats to attack them from everywhere, so that they absolutely panic and they're too busy to notice us back here.
So you just need to use enough magic to actually set off the gunpowder then.
I just need to know what my limit is, how many of these things I can do. So if I can use enough magic to set off that, and create a spell along the length of that road, like that basically, where rats on either side will like crawl out of the ground and go "Wee," and scree at them and nibble on them. Do I have enough energy to do anything else? Or is that everything? Because that's quite a bit of stuff.
So what you're trying to cast is Vermintide, right?
Yeah.
Right, so that's a cast number 14. All right, so when you're trying to prepare magic circles like these, you either need to do a ritual, which is a whatever effect you want it to have, but it's probably going to take quite a lot of time. And again, that could be virtually any effect: a listening spell, a electrical fence. The fuck cares? Like, that's just the ability, the amount of time it takes you to prepare that will vary, and potentially ingredients. Like, if you wanted to blow up a house at a set time, you could, but I'd probably be like, okay, you're gonna need X amount of ingredients and time for that, you know? So in that case, it's just whatever you can think of. When you're trying to do specific spells, then you'll have to charge the spell circle. So I'll ask you to do the casting roll, and I'll probably have you do like a straight up. What would be the equivalent of your magic?
Willpower?
I guess.
Yeah.
Willpower. A willpower roll, and the number of successes is the number of spells you can pre-charge on the battlefield.
Okay, so do a willpower roll right now to see how many I can do.
Mm-hmm.
Well, see if I have to use a fate. Yep. Because I assume that means none in that case.
That means none. Yes.
Oh boy.
Yeah, you do have fate points, and this is kind of what they're meant to be used for.
Hold on, I'm just checking my main profile. I didn't reset it since last session. Now I need to check it again. There we go.
Scrazzle's just gonna look at Krusty in disappointment as he just pulls a face and does nothing.
Like,
He pulls that constipation face and little fizzes of sparkly energy.
well, I do nothing.
You still have fate, Kyle. Keep rolling.
No, sadly, I don't do anything, it seems.
You only have one fate.
No, I think he's saying that he doesn't want to use the other ones he has.
Yeah, never use your last fate unless you need to.
Oh, remember, there's a difference between burning and using.
Yes, but burning means if I'm dead. That fate could
Anyway,
still
I think
come
he's
in
wanting
handy.
to save that one fate for combat.
Well, it was a good idea, and it's something that you definitely should be. I'll make it an official like in notes for house rules because it's something that would be very powerful. You know, when you can roll properly, can.
Cheeto, as Barcho says. Now hold on a sec. You guys keep
Stop
going.
stealing my fucking cheat, man. I'll sue you.
Do that.
Stop
I-
stealing your Cheetos.
I mean,
need
Kyle,
to
we
grab
could
a
still
drink.
do it in the sense of I can put the gunpowder down and you can try and like hit it.
See, I don't really want to waste a spell when they're all clustered together on hitting that though, because that means that's my entire combat round out of the way.
Hmm.
Like, I'd rather use a warp storm spell, which is an AoE attack, to try to damage them while they're all clumped together. That'll scare them. I just won't scare them in a particular direction.
Oh dear, the hole is gone again.
That's so weird. Can Art just place an object so we can like move
No,
it?
he has placed an object there.
We can't
Yeah,
see it.
I have.
There's a
but
tree.
I guess the object is not rendering.
Weird. Gotta grab some milk.
Uh, yeah, the
It's so
object is
odd
on
that
the
I can
screen.
see it, that they can't.
Now I can see it. It has appeared.
I think so too.
Okay. I didn't do anything, but good enough.
Clearly you did, Art. Clearly you did.
There you go. Logic. Now what you could potentially do, you could make improvised little landmines, Disco. Just bury like the shot and powder in various areas, and then that would be like an improvised trap.
But that's
that could
not
be
what I
detonated.
really want to do. I don't want them to step on it because then the first person might step on it and they might run backwards. I wanted to set it off specifically behind them.
One thing that those improvised mines could be used for is not necessarily to start off combat, but to keep melee combatants away from you. So it's like, because Rattata and Gnarl can only handle so many combatants in melee.
I mean, I guess I could put some around, like near us, not near enough that it would damage us, but near enough that if somebody tried to run towards,
They would at least stun them for a turn or two, potentially.
Although I fully expect Mayo to try and fucking run through them.
Alternatively, you could just coat the fucking bridge in warpstone powder.
Yes, the long con of giving them like effectively radiation poisoning.
Well, this is warpstone gunpowder, so if she shoots at that later, I imagine that would have a rather fascinating effect.
I mean,
A fire arrow into a nice layering of
You're
warpstone
back.
gunpowder.
well, I would need for Kyle to actually set one of my arrows on fire, but
Back.
part of me kind of wants to find out what happens if I do
Turn on
that.
fans. Fuck, it's hot in here.
Fine, I will put some of the warpstone gunpowder all over the bridge.
What's
And,
happened while I was gone? What the fuck?
Should we need it later
Because
on
We're
in the fight?
creating napalm. That's what we're doing now. All right. Let's see the size of this thing. Like 5 would let you cover like one of the entrances, 5 shots. So you're just basically just pouring out the powder charge.
Let me see.
10 would cover like most of the bridge, probably.
The thing is, I actually don't want to do the whole bridge because I don't want to damage the cart too much. But Let me have a look. Where is my trappings? At in there. So if I did like kind of like the back end of the bridge here. I don't set it on fire yet.
I'm placing a visual guide.
Yeah, so if I did like that, and then later on in the fight, if needs be, I can block the escape that way.
Yep.
Or have Kyle shoot at it.
Boom booms.
That would cost you 5 shots, and then you'll just sprinkle like the powder on the bridge, so you know where it is. So a fire arrow later will allow you to set it on fire.
Oh, good. Would I be able? Would shooting it with an actual shot do it as well if I didn't have fire?
The Mythbuster says that shooting gasoline does not create enough spark to set it on fire.
Technically not true. They were able to do it, but with a minigun.
There you go.
Okay, so I would need one of Kyle's.
You would have to
Flames.
teamwork with Kyle to create a little ghost flame.
Just like prod him, like just
Lights just
holding
go
an
on fire.
arrow out in front of him, like flame, flame.
Free speech. When the time comes, you shall have your ghostly flame. Haven't used that spell in a while. The good old days of ghostly flame. Fuck that spell.
Okay. All right.
It sounds like we have the general plan for how we want the ambush to go down.
I'll be back in a sec.
Everyone's making turkey dinner today. Kyle, why are you not giving thanks for your predecessors eating the natives?
Predecessors? Nice.
Kyle's just a racist. He's like, I don't want to thank the Indians.
Thank them for what?
They gave you food.
They've never given me food.
They've given you food.
When?
In the past, a long time ago.
Not to my knowledge. Not since
Yeah,
I've
they
been
did.
alive.
That's your paltry life. And
That's-
then you gave them blankets.
See, if we base everything off the past, we're just gonna be stuck in it. They need to do something for me now if they want something in return.
Arch,
I mean, I wish we were stuck in the past.
Oh no. Arch
you
is like,
have
"We're
made a
turning
mistake,
monkey."
Arch. A grave mistake.
What did he do?
Canadian Thanksgiving is not the same day as American Thanksgiving.
He's
Why
not
not?
talking to a Canadian.
Yeah.
What do you do about it?
He
Inferior boy.
asked you if you were giving thanks today, but today's not American Thanksgiving.
It's your day, isn't it?
Yes.
That's stupid.
You
It's my
piece
day.
of
It's my
shit.
day
You assumed
today.
I was Canadian.
Why
I
did
mean,
the
he's
Indians
basically
kill
on the
Canadians?
Canadian border. He's basically honorary
Firstly,
Canadian.
not on the Canadian border because I live in the middle of the state. So
I
fuck
have-
you.
Kibs is on the Canadian spectrum.
Minnesota. That would look like a border gore if Minnesota was like we used to see
It still
Canada.
it still amuses me that they actually like keep up the border by basically like effectively mowing the lawn at the border, so everyone knows, even from satellite pictures, where it is.
So how are we doing? We have anything else to play? Or are we
I don't
just
think so.
waiting?
Because Naro dug the hole, Rattata covered it, and then chopped down the log.
No, I don't think he's fully chopped down the log. I
Well,
think
no,
he's mostly
basically
chopped down.
got it ready to be pushed. I'll phrase it that way. And then you
I've
two are
colored
doing
it.
your
So,
bridge thing.
so what is the order of events? Because I feel like the first thing that should happen is the people trigger the hole first.
Well, if they want to do the explosion at the back, I feel like that should happen first to make the
No,
monkey
that's not. We couldn't do the explosions at the back, and the
No, yeah, you're right, because Kibs
The-
couldn't get that off.
gunpowder on the bridge is more of a like we'll trap them in if they look like they're gonna try and escape.
Okay. But I feel like the first thing that should happen is the people in the front of the caravan will fall in the hole, and then I will push the tree onto the second round of people.
Good. Sounds
Good.
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 Hopefully it crushes the cart, so I'll be like, no!
All of
Guess
that
we're
well
carrying it and dragging it behind. But yeah,
destroyed.
I'll have to make like a little sled if that
Nah.
happens.
What are these green rocks that are definitely not warpstone? That they make me feel funny.
Oh boy.
Continue to send Kyle pictures of borders in the background.
See, I will continue to open all the pictures Art sends me because this is his stream after all.
Well,
I do
it sounds
enjoy
like
that the title of that second picture is 2 Norwegian border guards, so the dog is on the same level as the man, very equal.
Very egalitarian.
must be very expensive treats he gets.
Archer's hatred for Sweden.
hope
He
so.
can't
Sounds like a
hide it
good
for 5
choice.
fucking minutes.
It
He's
sounds like we have an order of the operation for the traps.
Hey, Bill Walton, no come.
All right. So the order for the traps is whole log, fall upon gnarl, fire bridge.
No, I made sure to be out of the range of the tree.
Hold on. I just need to. There. I've made the log invisible.
I will,
And-
for no reason whatsoever, back up so I'm behind Karshnicket.
Then we'll toggle the lock. And then. Right about there.
There.
There we are. Okay. Does everything look good? No objections?
Don't worry. When our
I
plan
mean, the
miserably
objection
fails and we
to
all
making
die.
sure that Gnarl's not going to stand underneath where the log's going to end up.
I like the part where Gnarl is dead. Like, what?
See?
Well, then you, my good sir, are going to have to deal with an ogre hunter in your face with no one to stop him. So have fun figuring that one
Hans
out.
looks back as he's crushing the logs. He's been running away. Son of a bitch.
Ogre hunter!
Traitor!
I give you location of rat bastard in
Lear-
exchange for help.
learned I did from the other squeaker. Flashbacks to the tower up here.
Just be kind and move Gnarl slightly out of squishing distance.
Look, I
I can imagine Gnarl.
bravely led the retreat.
I imagine
How?
Gnarl and the ogre hunter could be the best of buds.
Okie dokie then. Now, you need to settle down, be calm with one another, become one with nature. Hold on. We need to drag this out for 1 more minute so we can say that we had an hour of planning.
Nice. Unetco has showed up in chat. Deus Ex now.
Here, I'll send Kyle another Bordergore picture to amuse people. We actually shave the forest in one precise line to show the border. Like, look at that. Do you have any idea how much that costs, by the way? We shave like thousands of kilometers of border every year, constantly, cutting trees. Just so you can see it. Like, border.
By the way, we want to make sure that nobody, thinks that this is, Sweden, because fuck Sweden.
Precisely.
No way, sad me.
It's a reasonable
It's
sentiment.
Such a pointless thing, too. Like, we have border controls on the border of Sweden. Like, yes, you can't smuggle things over the border. We have literally 98% of the borders completely unguarded. Like, just hike through the cunting woods. You'll be fine.
Don't worry. See, they have one guy staring like at every 10 miles because him and I can only see 10 miles, and they look down this little shaved thing, and if they see someone cross over, they send in like the Norwegian or Swedish special forces.
They send in the dog, the second border guard. Like, get him, fighter. Ruff.
Just a bunch of dead guys who got mauled by a dog.
It's all fun and games until it turns out that they actually gave the dog automatic assault weapons.
He's got
The border is covered in the bones of those who came before you.
a cyborg dog.
And
Cyber
as a
Joe.
final little fun note, our northern border, which got invaded by tons of Syrian refugees because Russia was like, we'll bust him up here, fuck Norway. You are legally required to bicycle across it. Like, it's really long, so walking is not really an option, and you have to be in a vehicle, but you're not allowed to be in a car. Like, this is a Soviet era hangover thing. You have to use a bicycle. So, what the immigrants did is they stole every bicycle on the Russian side and they paddled across. And what did we do? We scrapped all of the bicycles. We just scrapped them. All of them.
Kind of
Eventually,
great.
they will run out of bicycles.
They have no bicycles. They can't legally cross the border. Tap
Good.
said.
With all these glorious scraps, we can build our Norwegian submarines out of bicycles.
To be fair, incidentally, we are building new submarines, so who knows? Maybe.
This submarine was built with 75% bicycle.
This submarine is 98% recycled material.
Thanks, Russia.
Oh, well, that's a brand new and interesting error. I was trying to delete Disco's pink circle, but that's apparently not going to function.
I think we discover like only the
Oh,
person
sorry.
who
Do you
drew
want
it
me
can
to?
actually
I'll
erase it.
remove it.
Oh no, I do have the power to delete things theoretically, just
There you go.
just not in reality.
That
I
sounds like one of those
removed
powers
it.
on paper.
Yes, very much so.
I removed
Now,
it. You're welcome.
the interesting thing here is if I do this, can anyone see that?
Yes.
Lovely.
I
Don't worry
see a
about it.
little cart being pulled by a donkey pony horse, whatever the fuck it actually is.
Yes.
Is that the
So-
convoy?
Yes. A donkey pony horse.
A donkey pony hose. Indeed. Now, I wanted the carts to be larger, but I can't be asked to go looking for a .png of a larger cart, so this is what you get. Just imagine
some
larger
good-
carts.
Some really good, high valuable goods here. They got like a
Here,
fucking.
allow me to just like...
As the body horror of this pack animal.
You can hear the bones creaking as they extend. Like.
It's not gonna fit in the hole.
There we go.
It doesn't need to fit completely, just partially.
Hold on. Like, this is all fine and good, but it should be a little shorter. Like, this is difficult to scale. Help me. I give up. Just, it's a large, it's a large cart. Okay.
Something theater of the mind.
I feel like Kyle might be doing magic on this thing. I'm disturbed.
Good enough.
Not that I'm aware of.
All right. So
Whoa,
the
wafer
convoy
thin.
starts heading in your direction. It is made up of multiple donkey, horse, pony shows. Not actually donkey shows. Those are illegal on YouTube for very good reasons.
It's still moving on my screen though. It's distracting me. It's like, it's like slow motion. How long did you play with this? Fucking Christ.
It's fine, Kyle. Calm down. It's okay. The donkey, pony, horse show can't hurt you.
It's still moving.
He knows better.
There's 2 of them now.
4, actually.
Yeah, 4 actually.
This is not up to date at all for me.
Don't worry. Chat is having a lot of fun with the horses.
They get to witness
long as
the
chat is
weird bug.
amused.
Oh god, don't try to fucking touch the screen or it lags.
But that's happened for me earlier, and I had to actually restart the program and restart Steam.
Oh no, don't
Ooh,
let Kyle restart.
time to restart.
Yeah, Kyle restarts. We're done.
You will lag and you will enjoy it.
Little dinosaur program like.
It's like car stick, it needs to move 5 feet. The entire battlefield, it's like, oh, guys, see you in 30 minutes.
See you in 30 minutes. Perfect.
Turns
Oh my
out
God.
everyone here is just actors and we're all paid to be here. It's like, so how's the kids? It's like, oh, doing fine.
I wish I had paid actors.
I mean, you can pay us if you want.
Yeah, but it implies a certain level of professionalism too.
Have you seen the state of Hollywood now? Anyone can basically be an actor.
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, Spanish number for 7,
Says.
8, 10. There we go. I've spawned the convoy on the map. They're moving down the road with determination and discipline. And look, just like New World, I have introduced a brand new type of enemy. It's the same zombified bastard, but this one has a sword and a shield, which is more than New World ever did. I feel like you're not appreciating this enough.
I feel like for that, I'm
If this is
gonna-
going to be based off New World, heads up, everyone. I'm seeing that fucking Ogre Hunter have the OP weapon.
It's not even that. You know what's gonna happen? Like it's like, all
Doesn't-
right, guys, you need to go back to the ship. 4 hours later, all right, you're finally back. You have to go do something else and run for another 5 hours. Like, no.
Start walking.
Can we use the boat? No. Oh my god. Terrible.
Siete, ocho, nueve dias. I believe those are Spanish words for numbers.
Let's look at the ogre chat. I'm trying to scroll in so we can see the art. It's lagging. Oh shit. We're doing it. His teeth are bent inwards.
It's fine. He's just really angry. That's what happened when people get really angry, Kyle.
Look, he's a little happy boy. Like, he could be smiling from a certain lens.
Actually, hold on. I need to defend Dantard's art here by showing Kyle that this is actually entirely realistic. There you go.
All right, cue the fucking Jurassic Park theme. She must be part
That's
Habsburg.
Part Habsburg.
I feel like watching Jurassic Park now.
So, the convoy that is moving towards you is indeed weirdly heavily guarded. Like, this forest you're in right now clearly does not see a whole lot of travel. Like, the road is overgrown. Like, it's covered in moss and little bushes. There's branches hanging over it. There's bloody rotten trees next to it. This part of the forest does not see frequent travel, clearly. And yet, here is this heavily armed convoy of professional-looking mercenaries. They're wearing chainmail, they've got swords, shields, halberds. Like, they look like good soldiers with a massive-ass ogre hunter mercenary draped in thick furs standing head and shoulders above everyone else. It's a very weird scene. You also note that the carts, theater of the mind, far larger than they appear, are heavily laden with massive boxes, and you can also see some that look to be iron-clad block boxes. Like, this is a convoy you would expect to see move through the streets of Altdorf, not through this backwards-ass forest.
My
My
god.
god, they're delivering DLC. All those loot crates.
Oh god, beautiful.
Loot crates.
That's $40 worth of content right there, Chad. If we could just get our hands on it.
Like DM's like, can buy keys.
The keys to unlock the root boxes.
That's actually correct. Right, so chat, the way we're going to do this is you're going to have to pay me Streamlabs Super Chats to have the players receive keys to unlock the loot boxes.
Right, chat, start cracking open them wallets. It's not my money.
This is a new and revolutionary way of monetizing content.
See, the thing is that you probably get less donations because, like, haha, look, let's gate them from all the content.
There you go. All right. What would you like to do? Any premature actions you would like to commit to?
Well, for me, I am going to push this tree as soon as, one, somebody's in that hole, and 2, I have a clear target.
I guess be careful not to like crush the carts themselves if you can.
We were explicitly told though that we were told that we needed to recover them. Or not
Yeah,
recover,
so-
but basically liberate them for the
I'll do my
future.
best.
If you're able to try and avoid the carts themselves, then do so.
I mean, it just means you have to carry that much more back.
Yeah.
Well, if I remember right, as soon as we
Dev the
clear,
pack rat.
as soon as we
No.
clear out the guards, we were supposed to shoot off a flare, from what I remember.
That is correct. Right. In that case, let us lag all of the people slowly but surely forward.
Dev, I'm not gonna lie, I think you have your target. Just a minor hunch I have.
Oh, you're outside the map. Oh God, I'm so sorry. You're stuck. Oh, no. All right. Merchant Guard 5 dies as he falls off the map. Luckily,
Sadly,
with
the
the
geometry of the
technology
map is not what it
respawn.
used to be.
There we are. And there we move the horses forward. The horses are in the ancient traditional formation of ass to mouth. That's simply how they used to move horses back in the day. Actually, fun fact, they actually did. There was a period where they would bind one horse's tail to the other horse's like front part, and they would have to just follow up the tail. Presumably, the horses didn't really argue when they, pooped.
Presumably.
All right, now comes the complications. Merchant guards. What is your perception? Let's see here.
I mean, Dev got pretty good success hiding those holes. Or that singular hole.
He did.
1 degree of success. That's not gonna cut it. Ooh, he gets fucking close. But no cigar for Merchant Guard 2.
He looked at that leaf for half a second and he thought, maybe. Have I seen this trap before? No.
He's like, that's leaf. Look, nah.
There's probably a little bit of there's a metaphysical debate that happens in front of the hole. Merchant Guard 1 looks at it and goes like, that's a trap. Number 2 goes like, that's not a trap. What do you mean? It's obviously a trap. No. A trap would never be this obvious. That would be just retarded. Oh.
If it was a trap, it would
see.
be one of those guys dressing as women. It's like, I see.
So this means that the actual trap must be to the left and the right. Yes. So you're just supposed to step on it. And so, of course, they do. A loud scream cuts short the otherwise tranquil
Debate.
day.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
How many go in?
Excellent.
You said they, but I only see one falling.
Yeah.
Unless you're saying they identified as a they.
It's they them actually.
Considering I'm Skaven, I don't think I care.
I feel like they stepped on it together.
I don't even care as a human.
I feel like they were holding hands together forever.
Narl identifies as me, myself, and I.
Uh,
There we go. That's more or less the state of things as Merchant Guard Shield 2 steps into the hole and screams loudly as he falls.
Oh, so I
guess
only
the
get one
question-
with my trap? Oh.
Wasn't that big of a hole.
Okay. Well, since the trap has been sprung, I want to push this tree onto the big guy.
Wouldn't it be technically more accurate to say the trap has been, has fallen into? Or the trap
Yeah.
has fallen?
Yeah, Dev.
bonks his head.
Yes, Dev, come on.
Oh, all right. I guess I can't push the tree then.
The tree fell
The
over.
trap has not been sprung. The trap has been fallen.
There it goes.
All right, tree falling noises, slightly off to the right.
Squack burr.
Did it squish him?
Well, Dev. Well, Dev. Well.
Rolling damage for the tree and the gravity.
There we go. The ogre mercenary looked up in surprise at the tree falling towards him, and then raises his arms and captures the tree.
The worst part is, I already predicted that in my head. I'm not even surprised.
Like, to be fair, he's straining. Like, this clearly was not the anticipated part of his day.
Right, Dev, maybe if you jump on the tree, if he's already struggling, just bounce up and down me. You get under tree, Squeak.
Yeah. Can I just hop on top of the tree arch? Like on top of the
First, I
log?
think
and try
at
to
that
crush
point,
him?
initiative would be.
Ooh, run
Would
up
be
the
called
tree
for.
log and assassinate him. Yeah.
No, I'm fine with that.
Yeah. That will be my first turn is running up the tree log and then assassinating him from above.
That's pretty
That
cool.
would be quite something.
You get squish. I mean, his hands are full, to be fair.
Would you like to do the last part of the trap as well, the ghostly flame and firing off the fire, or do you want to wait until that's actually in the combat?
I mean, to be fair, they are all over the bridge now, so it might not be a terrible idea to set that off.
Yeah, we should do it now.
What is the range on that?
Well, Kyle, are you going to choose to participate, or are you going to be like, Disco?
No, I'm thinking.
No.
I'm thinking. It's got a
Disco
casting
has
number
been
of
given
6.
2 keys by Black, so it would be entirely within your character to withhold the flame out of petulance.
Who are you? Let's see.
Eh,
He's like, if I use a pinch of warp, so what was the bonus to casting dice?
Oh, Kyle, why do you ask these questions? Hold on. Stone. Ah, there it is.
It kind of.
1 dose of snuff will give +3 to all casting rolls for 1 round.
Thinky. Hold on, just reading numbers. If I did that again, 3. It does not leave hope for much, honestly. Tragic. Actually tragic. Alright, well, it's whatever. I will roll 2 magic dice for that ghostly flame then. If it fails, Disco, well, God hates you. And me, apparently.
That's correct.
In ghostly flame. Right? That's ghostly flame, yeah. Yeah? Oh. Yeah, maybe. Oh, it succeeded.
Well done.
And no doubles.
Disco has her flame.
Alright, so I want to shoot in this general area where I, is that the gunpowder?
Yep.
Let's see, where's my thing? Go away. Go away, pen! Bow. Now, am I close enough? That is a question.
Shouldn't have said anything, Disco. We should have just fired the arrow. You have failed me, Disco. You have failed me.
Actually, I'm gonna have to, like, shuffle forward. Which means I can't bloody aim, obviously. But it apparently doesn't matter.
Quang.
That's a success, right?
Yeah.
That is a success, right?
Okay. I was say like
Do I need to do?
E-
I don't need to do damage. Surely.
Even with the negatives of it being in its long range, I'm pretty sure it's not going to be like a -30.
No, that's why I shuffled forward a bit first, which meant I couldn't aim, but it doesn't matter because it wasn't at long range because I shuffled forward.
There you go. Happiness. Happiness, joy, joy. Happy, joy, joy. Now, you should all roll initiative.
Initiative is where. Oh,
combat.
there it is. Found it. I can never find that particular dice.
Now, I assume we get a bonus because, ambush.
Assumptions.
I mean, I think us setting off our traps was the bonus, but I'm not sure.
I mean, it's an ambush. I'd hope we have some sort of bonus for ambushing.
Kyle, your hopes and dreams are rarely connected to reality, but in this particular instance, there is some truth in them.
I know the blondie. Better than you, Disco. She's like, what? Look at
Don't fight women. Calm
she's
down.
gritting her teeth. She's like, "Where?"
Thankfully, I don't see any women in these guards.
True.
So I won't have to fight women. Sorry.
I don't
Hold on, you
know.
assume their
Females.
gender, you fucking bigot.
Yeah, don't do
You
that.
did.
It's
How
illegal.
dare you?
Yeah,
You
I'm
The,
fucking-
fucking
the ogre
idiot.
looks very feminine.
Now, the setting up of the traps things, I'll count that as like the free turn, like the initiation of the ambush. And so now you go into normal time. You have surprise, of course, which means you get a free turn.
I suppose since Gnarl was going first, quick question. Do you want me to try to get to the ogre and try to alpha strike him down? Or to try to just take care of some ads?
Ogre. Help Dev with the ogre, because assume Dev will fail.
That's mean.
Thing is, dice
I just
rolls.
want to see Dev bouncing on the tree like, you will protect be squish, squish.
If I were to try to... Let's see.
I mean, if you can
Get
slice his fucking cankles, like, he's gonna fucking not be happy.
You could also push one of the other guys into the hole.
That's
Just move behind him and shove him.
First we
no,
cancel this
don't do
movement.
that.
That's a good idea.
The thing is, they're not really in a good position for me to shove. Because if I was going to shove them, then they would get pushed like into the forest, not towards the hole.
Yep. You'd have to go over there and let them encircle you while you try to maneuver them. That's a terrible idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, if you want me to try to take care of the ogre,
Well, help! I don't think you're gonna be able to kill it.
no, I don't imagine unless enough Ulrich's Furies.
I think it's gonna take you and Deb both to bring that thing down.
All right, I can get roughly here. The issue is,
Wait a minute. We skipped over the rest of my turn. I just realized. Oh, it doesn't matter anymore.
Your turn? Did you have a trap you wanted to set off?
Oh no! Wait! No, that was for the
I
ghostly
thought your
flame.
thing was igniting the
This
flame.
was the ghostly flame. My brain farted right there because I was like scratching.
I was going to
my
say,
head.
I'm pretty
Wait
sure
a
you
minute.
did do your action.
There, Kyle.
I was like, I have more magic dice though.
I only needed one flame.
Never mind.
So would I be able to charge the ogre hunter roughly like this?
Roughly like this. There's a fucking horse in the way.
Bruh, just vault over it. Press spacebar.
Well, that's why I was, because
I mean,
I did
to
notice
be
that. That's why I'm
fair-
saying specifically.
That horse is probably pancaked.
No, because remember the ogre caught the tree.
Oh, okay.
The horse is looking up at the tree with decided distaste and fear in its
What?
eyes, but it's not dead yet.
Vault over
so,
it and
Because
kill
like
it.
with the horses in the way, I don't know if I can actually get to the ogre and attack it.
Ask.
Roll agility to pole vault horse.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mm.
I'm actually pretty good. It's not a guaranteed roll, but I
Hands,
can try.
don't fuck this up. Hands ends up under the horse. No.
Hacha.
Okay.
Good girl.
Right, so the Black Skaven comes running out of the forest, sticks his halberd shaft in the soft mud, pole vaults onto the horse's back, and is currently on top of the horse, menacingly pointing his halberd at the ogre.
Oh,
This ambush degraded quickly.
I'm trying to decide if I can salvage it by saying something cringe. What would Gnarl's battle cry be?
Make it cringe, hands. Come on.
I know. I'm trying to see. I could just say rat power, but that's Yeah, fuck it. Rat power, rat power. And
That's
we are
kind of
10.
weak, yeah.
That's
It's like
weak.
it doesn't fit the situation.
Weak. Weak. Should have been
Oh,
Rat
hold on,
Lives Matter. Made a big mistake.
There is a big mistake right in front of me.
Rat
Oh,
Lives
wait,
Matter.
Before I do that,
Reparations!
Reparations, I get it.
I think instead, considering the situation, we need Lord of the Rings. Arise, arise, rats of Theoden. Because you're on a horse.
arise, my brethren. All right, targeted. Okay. With the athletics check succeeded, do I get a bonus to this, or is it just the
You're
flat
standing on a
weapon?
horse. Consider that a bonus enough for now.
I see.
It's mounted combat.
That is a hit.
All right. Damage. Now I want to see a
The-
lot of
the
10s
ogre
here.
would love to try to parry, but he's not really in a position.
I was gonna say I think that would be a fair assumption that he can't parry. Now I want to see 10s here die. Yes. Yes.
Yep,
Roll to
roll
confirm.
weapon skill again.
Yes.
That's confirmed. Another D8. Or D10.
No die. I want to see another 10 here. Come on, rat power. Rat power. It's not rat power.
It's not our power. Use a fate. Come on, you know you want to.
Burnovate.
Burn it.
We need to guarantee this.
I really want the power!
The thing is, it's only a one. I get technically a 1 in 5 chance if I were to use that. I don't think I'll save my fate for now. Getting the Ulrich's Fury to start things off is a pretty good start.
Ketchup, you disappoint both me and the audience.
Ketchup.
Yeah, no, oh well. So it goes. I'm standing on a horse, stabbing a ogre hunter. I think I have a pretty good start.
All right, that is a grand total then of several damage points, actually. Kyle, what's 18 plus 14?
Huh? Are you talking to me?
32.
Oh, I know why he asked me that. I was like, why would he ask me that? Because he can't do head math.
Don't worry,
Actually, I
now
don't need to do head math. It's already done it in the game for me. I just wanted to make you embarrassed.
First about what?
I don't know.
You failed, Arch. I was like, "No."
Now the question is, did that actually take into account the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Yes, I think it actually did take into it. Okay, so the way I get it to take into account armor is to not fill it in the armor slot, but instead write it on the slot next to the armor slot. Muy lógico.
Uh-huh.
But hey, it works. This is a thing in and of itself, frankly.
So the damage is actually registering the correct value.
I believe it does. I believe it actually is registering correct value.
My god.
Weird though that might seem. Is it? God no. Now I'm getting paranoid. Close enough. Yes, I think so. It'll be easier with math later on, right? Ping.
Okay, so I'm gonna use my quick draw to swap to my Jezeel. Now, what is the line of sight like on this ogre? Because according to my token, I can see him, but I don't know what kind of line of sight the tree or what is.
The ogre is definitely obfuscated. Like, there's a cart in the way, a giant tree trunk. Gnarl.
I mean, if you aim, you
He's
have
a-
that plus 20 skill, right?
Difficult target.
Yeah, but if it's too much of a penalty, then it's not worth the plus 20 because I'll just lose it straight away.
This would probably be a minus 30. Obfuscated target plus melee.
But he's massive.
He is.
But yeah, that is quite a penalty. I mean, I could pick up some of these guys, but maybe a little bit of a waste of a shot. It might
I
stop
mean, if you
them
kill
doing
one, or
overrun.
heavily maim one, I wouldn't say it'd be wasted.
Yeah, maybe I'll aim over here. No, with Mayo, can I just like give him a nudge or like point with my gun in the direction of the thing I'm about to shoot? Be like, eat. Or do I actually have to use?
You can just let him go, yes, and then give him a direction to go in.
I mean, I imagine that he's just like, like, oh my god. Just, a nod and point towards these ones. Just be like, go.
Yep, you can do that.
Alright, well, before these ones turn around and start whapping Gnarl in the back, I guess I'll try and pick these guys off. Because they won't be a penalty. So I'll aim at this one. And where is the Jezail? And I get plus 20 for aim because of the down.
Yes. Target him for.
Seems like she was
might
going to use the
reroll
fate
that.
point.
Reroll that one. It's a little.
Also, don't forget to target him. Up to 8. Oh, well.
See, that's what you get for not targeting.
I did target.
Technically not a critical fail, though, at the very least.
Like, how? How do I not have 70 plus and now I'm rolling 90s?
Wow.
I'm pretty sure
That's,
that Arch is playing some funny business in the back end
That's
of
the
this program.
question of the universe, isn't it?
Disco's discovered the truth, or it's like, oh, she.
Well,
I'm
maybe
out.
Mayo will
Right,
do
yep.
something.
Can I? Oh god, how about one? Well, never mind.
It's time.
It is time.
Is it time to be a weeaboo ninja? Maybe. We'll see.
Yes. So, I'll run to right on top of him, on top of the log on top of him, and then I'll
Hold on.
just. Oh.
First thing
Okay.
first.
What?
Let's see. Where's Dev? There you go. Here you go, Dev. 100 Naruto anime quotes. Pick your poison.
No thanks. No, thank you. So I'll run on top of the log, right above him, and then I'll stab down at him. I'll stab at that spot right underneath his clavicle, and then go through it and hit his heart
I'm going to laugh if you hit his leg.
somehow.
How did the war pick reach down there? Who knows?
Here we go. Let's give it a try.
That's
Oof.
what you get. That's what you
Fine.
fucking
I'm
get.
gonna fate. I'm gonna fate that one. This is kind of an important hit.
It's not gonna help, Dev. You need to read the Naruto quote, or this ain't
Yeah,
happening.
good luck, Dev. I tried. I tried that. Didn't work.
No, I did it.
I can
Okay,
see
body,
that,
that's
Dev.
a believable hit location. I was really hoping for one of the legs, because that would have been funny.
The software really needs to let me change people's fucking roles.
You see, that's
Oh,
what we're
fuck.
suspecting of
Look
you
up
doing
that.
sometimes.
Yeah, I'm
is-
pretty sure you're already doing this.
Yeah,
I mean-
don't lie, Arch. You little cheating son of a bee.
He's like, what? I know you
Oh,
applied a
oh.
negative 30 to your roll.
It's only a negative 30, bro.
If Dev won't do it, allow me. The longer you live, the more you realize that reality is just made of pain, suffering, and emptiness.
Of
Stop.
course you would fucking pick that
Stop it.
character. Of fucking course you would pick
I
that
will.
character.
I will get up and leave if you do not cease.
I will abandon this game, Anakin. I
Cease.
will.
The cringe
Cease
is
and
beyond
desist.
my comprehension.
Oh my god.
Yes, you see, this is what I wanted. Just Ulrich's Fury him to death.
Here again.
Jesus
All
Christ.
right, I guess I'll try again.
Okay, what color dice is Dev using?
Stab, stab,
Purple.
Ratatata. Stab, stab.
Nah,
How
it
do
didn't
I
work
change
out.
dice color
You're
again?
back.
I keep forgetting.
Didn't work out, unfortunately.
I mean, hey, it's still a max damage roll with
Yeah.
armor piercing.
How does one
Again?
change dice color again? I keep forgetting.
If you click the colors thing in the upper right, you should be able to change your die color.
Yeah, but I'm looking for that. I can't find it.
It's the like little art like color thingy for painters.
I don't see it.
Do you see the eye with the three people in the upper?
Oh no, I am. Oh, I'm looking on the map, not on the game. That explains it. Okay,
Yeah, if you're looking up there, you should find the button at some point.
I'm hearing purple is looking lucky today.
Look, so far, every rat that's hit has Ulrich's Furied.
Okay, so that would be. Yes, it must be taking armor into account because I just did the math, and I'm pretty sure it's actually doing armor now. Now the question is, did it add on Dev's AP to that?
Good question.
Good question indeed.
It's an AP of 1. But still,
It
it adds
still
up.
has 1 damage.
Oh, yeah, like it adds up.
So 12. That should be 26. I think it does. I think it does. I think it actually does. Remarkable. Now, let's see if I can find another Naruto quote whilst Carlos is away. Something cringe. This one will do. Hard work is worthless for those that don't believe in themselves.
We'll drop stuff.
Cease and desist.
Actually, I did drop stuff. God damn it. Oh well. You guys can hear me, right?
No.
October. Right.
You're very quiet.
Good job.
Yeah,
He is
that's because
whispering, Kyle.
I dropped something. I just picked it up. There. All done.
It is Mayo's turn.
Yay.
I believe Scrazzle nudged Mayo in the direction of
Oh, I
the
see what happened.
guards near the hole.
He did indeed.
I failed.
Fix that. There we go.
Badly.
24. Oh yeah, that's well within charge range.
Now,
Nice.
Mayo. Ulrich's Fury. I
Oh.
know you have it within you.
Barreling forward, knocking Kyle off to the side as the worthless grey rat he is. Mayo comes screaming out of the bushes with a loud yee.
Arf, arf.
Arf, arf, arf. Is he a dog though? I don't think he's a dog.
I think he's a wolf rat.
Yeah, he's a wolf rat. He's just like, ah!
Probably more a psychotic scream, all of that, yes.
Finally!
Part of a snack bar.
Snacks!
Just an actual scream of terror, like, ah! Alright, Mayo, weapon skill.
Come on, Mayo. You can do it.
That's a 5. Okay, yeah, well, it hits.
Good, Mayo.
Does he get Ulrich's Fury, though?
No, see, natural weapons. 1d10. Yep. No, he does not.
Well, they can't all be winners.
I'm disappointed. No
Yeah,
snacks for
against
Mayo tonight.
all of the guards' armor, that is it's an unfortunate attack for poor Mayo. He's used to doing so much better.
Now it's time for spiels.
Now, Kyle, remember, once you question your own beliefs, it's over.
I'm gonna take an extra 5 minutes now. I knew what I wanted to do, but now I think I need to ponder on it.
Carstic will now start quoting aliens. Game over, man. Game over.
Oh no. A warp storm is a pretty powerful spiel.
Yeah, I was honestly expecting you to do that at like all the guards in the back.
I'll be doing that on top of hands instead. Hands like, what? No.
I see no problem with that.
I knew you wouldn't. Alright, what's the
No,
radius of it
remember
again?
the slight.
Lots.
Come here. Where is it? Dune.
Didn't it have like a radius of 10 or something like that?
It did, but I'm trying to double check.
24
24
you put
yards.
it anywhere within 48 yards, so that's the target point.
24 yards. All right.
24 squares, 48 yards. So, I mean, the maximum range is like over there.
On the other side of the river.
Yes.
My God.
So yeah, I think you can position it roughly anywhere.
What's the radius again?
Oh, for
Radius?
God's sake, right, the large template, which we keep forgetting
Oh, that's
about.
right. Like, we need to just write that in there. Like, it's
We do need to write that in there, yes.
every
Right.
fucking time.
Kyle, start quoting aliens whilst I look up large template.
See, the thing is, I don't really know a lot of aliens quotes.
That's like the
Oh,
one.
you fucking
That's the one quote I can just remember off the top of my head.
I don't know since I've seen that movie.
Oh
Actually.
no, that's a lie. There's another one. They come out at night, mostly.
They mostly come at night. Mostly. I remember that little sad little girl. She's all like, "I'm gonna die."
Gonna get numb by the aliens.
Right.
Dang,
Arch wants
I
that
should
up on
distract you
screen.
for a moment.
So, I do love the monkey's face though. It's so devastated. It's like,
It does look sad. It's true.
the tragedy of Darth Munkus. Large
I'm sure
template,
we
a
could,
circle with a diameter of 10 yards, 5 squares. Page 145 says Shiroi.
Yeah, okay, so I remember the radius being 10 yards.
Okay, so 10 yards. You want-
Uh,
Page 145 is where it says that.
145.
Yep. According to
Actually,
chat.
write that down in your reference notes.
No.
Warp storm. Use the large template. Quotation mark. That's not a quotation mark.
How
That's
big
not
is
a
10
quotation
yards
mark.
even?
Game. Quotation marks.
That's quite
Ow.
big.
There. Large template, a circle with a diameter of 10 yards, yes.
Okay, diameter, not radius. Important difference.
Very important difference.
Haynes. He's like, thank you for calling me Haynes. And he dies. Ugh. So wait, I can actually get the base of the ogre as well without hitting him. So if I go like this, and go 10 yards out, about... Oh my God, is the number changing or not, or is it just
Honestly, you
lagging?
could just do like roughly this, so that way it's like, okay, that's roughly 10 yards.
I know, I'm
no,
saying
what you're doing, what you do instead, Kyle, is
There.
you draw the line like that,
And now I can
and
rotate
then
it.
we move the line. Yeah, because then you point this. Because just hold it, press the white dot, and
It's
then drag.
lagging for me, so it's not easy to do, damn it. Not easy.
And then you use the bottom part to move the whole arrow thing.
How do you rotate it?
You just
You just click the
rotate
other
it.
end.
Yeah. Dumbass.
Yeah, so basically I want it to be within the range of the ogre. But not in the range of Dev.
Let's see, so if that's 10 yards there, the ogre.
Can you
Also,
slide it
bear
over
in
me?
mind,
It's
this is,
lagging badly.
Bear in mind also this is diameter, so
Yeah.
like it would be in reality it would be like this.
Ah, there. That's much more helpful. Perfect.
Okay, so
right
we
there.
can hit all those guys right there.
So let's see, is that there? That looks right.
Close enough for Skaven work.
Close enough for Skaven work, yes. I'd probably move it a hint off to the left, because both Dev and Gnarl are in melee combat with that ogre hunter.
Yeah, that's fine, but it'll hit the ogre. As long as it's touching its base.
You also killed the horse and set fire to the carts.
Well, we'll just bury the loot. It's either that or I just use like snipey spells, and that's boring. It's better to have a burnt horse for food. You only Peter happy.
Dog.
Now, in order to guarantee the spell's success, I think I should invest every magic dice I have, Disco. So why are you telling
And the
me
staff
dice?
of the Mustachio George, and you keep forgetting about. I gave you this awesome item and kind of ignore.
I'll use the staff of pistachio. Thank you very much.
Pistachio. I
You say,
recognize that.
ignore fucking pistachio. Hold on, I gotta open that tab too, because it's 30 tabs. Let's see. Quarter Steve. Mutantio. Grants the effect of eating 1% token for the turn with no need for a taste. So we boost our spell, make it more powerful. Back to spells. Go back to Warpsturm. So being a Warpstone token. It'll reduce the magic. No, we're going to keep the magic dice to 4. It's not epic unless we go all in, Disco. Disco, grab onto the tree. She's not ready. She's going to get sucked away into space.
She is.
Disco's Warp Adventures. Begin now. Stop sending me stuff, Arj. God, I'm glad I never watched that show. It looks so fucking stupid. That's
Kyle.
okay. Uchiha
Say it.
Makoto. I have long since closed my eyes. My only goal is in the darkness. As Karsnick like cringes, like a little bit of vomit.
The power of cringe is strong. All right, so that is indeed Wrath of the Gods, which is always fun.
I'm back. What on earth has Kyle done this time?
You ready to go into
Kyle's blown
space?
himself up, and you're going to be the victim.
Not again! Grabs bush. No!
Okay, so Warp Storm is a 5 damage hit, plus the damage effect of the staff, which is the equivalent of 5 doses of Warp Stone. Which is what?
Mathematically speaking, I don't know. And fucking
4 damage.
calculator.
So that's 9 damage base. Okay, roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stick d10s.
How do you
Don't
do
forget, you have the thing where you can just do all those die rolls at once.
that? 6?
Mm-hmm. Kyle,
What's up?
what's 9 plus 1?
10.
What's 9 plus 2?
11.
We can just have him do them. That'll be good.
My little barge man scared of me. Even I'm bad at math, though. You're not the only one.
Let's see here. I need to do more math as well. So that's 10 minus 6, which is 4 or something. Probably, yes. Right, so that's
10 minus
5.
6 is 4, yes. Yeah.
15 minus 6 is 9. Nobody speak, or you'll interrupt my concentration.
Hands, be quiet. No one likes you. He's like,
Yeah, Ketchup, be quiet.
He's like, but I just typed a message. Ooh. Little Handsy boy wishes to be bullied. Disco. You know what to do.
Right. Oh, yes, I need to do damage to the horse, too.
Goodbye, horsey. Don't forget damage
Horse
to the
dies.
cart. Horse dies. Ugh.
The horse is
I-
dead, the cart is blown into smithereens.
Did the loot crates spill their content?
No, the lock held strong.
Short Black donated 2 keys, so we're all good.
Alright, now that we've done damage, it's time for the fun and engaging gameplay of the chart. 26.
Hello,
That's unfortunate.
Oscar.
Disco, your nose begins to bleed.
Fascinating.
I'm just gonna give Krasnick side eye again. Ah, squeak. So I wipe it
fair.
on my sleeve.
Kyle's nostrils are also bleeding, all 4 of them.
Need to stop stand next to Grey Rat.
You should be able to bleed to death from this.
There was that one that was caused like exsanguination, because that happened relatively early on in the campaign.
Alright, I have done my job, Kyle. Have you done yours? Are you finished?
I'm
You happy
doing
with
my
yourself?
part. Are you doing yours? He's like,
Matter of fact, yes, I'm stabbing the ogre.
I
There's all my magic, by the way.
missed.
Okay. Reset. Okay. And now you're on regular game time, having done your free attack. Prepare to get
As,
butt-fucked.
Let's hope we did as
I
much
think
damage as possible.
Nara will spend his time attacking said ogre hunter.
Oski, being a pest. Stop it.
Big or small
to
man thing,
spawn.
not matter. Die, all the same.
To spawn more ogre hunters next time.
Alright.
Got to
I'm-
get close there.
I mean, look, there's a reason I kept trying to pump up my fucking weapon skill, because I knew this would happen.
Yeah, you're like me, just rolling 90s now.
I'm
Take
pretty sure,
that, damn it.
since he's still holding the log, he can't do any parries, right?
He still hasn't had a turn, the poor bastard.
Good. Now,
This is
remember,
a very unfair PvP encounter, frankly.
this is perfectly fair and balanced. Now die. 10s. Come on, 10s. 10s. 8 is not a 10.
We're just like having a bad day.
Let's see. Hold on, video game. You did way too much damage now. The hell?
Yeah, I wanted to wait to see if he was actually still doing the math right before rolling my second attack.
Yeah, no. When you dipped into critical wounds, it completely forgot about everything, and it's like straight damage from here on out. That's not how it works. Video
It's
game.
weird because like eventually I can take a trait which gives me more. No, it doesn't give me more damage, but it basically like adds more to the critical table or something like that. I forget the exact wording. because it's like strike to injure, if I remember right.
Location NA?
I'm targeting the ogre, so it should roll location. Oh no, for me it says the right arm.
Oh, okay. Right, so he's taking a bit of critical damage, so let me roll for his arm and see what happens.
Does he lose his arm? That'd be kind of funny. Actually, no,
that-
it wouldn't. If he loses his arm, bad things happen to me. Don't lose his arm.
Actually, on that note, hand incapacitated.
Well then.
It's gonna
The-
drop that tree on his head.
the-
Roll
the
damage for
punch.
free, ogre.
like- No, it's like, be funny. If arm come off. Wait a minute.
Hold on a second.
less funny.
Right. The log comes crashing down now.
To be fair, it should
Um,
land on his head. You should be fine.
Would that be like an agility thing?
Yes, Gnarl and Deb, you both need to make agility rolls to get the fuck away.
Thankfully, Gnarl is actually a agile little rat. Well, big rat.
Alright, you both managed to leap off the falling tree trunk. As it continues and it crushes the poor ogre hunter beneath its rotten bulk. Right, he was already in critical, the poor little bastard.
He's been bonked on the head.
This hunter was hyped up so much, he didn't even get a fucking turn.
Stunned for 1d10 rounds. He's still alive, he still have a chance.
Oh, okay. I mean, he rolls high.
Well, he's stunned for a bit. But he's still
bit.
alive. He might still be able to fight.
With one hand.
A horse, on the other hand.
I'm gonna say I'm pretty sure that horse is dead.
The horse is very sad.
Pretty sure the horse isn't anything because it's
What
squished.
about the other guy? Merchant Guard with Halberd too. Is he close
99
enough?
agility test. Aww.
Bonk.
Is he also getting bonked on the head?
Spine pulverized. Right, he's caught full underneath the tree trunk. And he's still alive, but he's paralyzed from the neck down.
He's alive, but only technically.
But only
Hmm.
technically.
Oh, that was a
Another
very,
paralyzed one.
very profitable. Oh, the best thing is that was only one of my attacks.
Alright, let's see.
Okay.
I'm
Range
gonna
of
take
attack.
away the rest of your turn from leaping to safety desperately.
For me? No.
No, I mean
So
Snarl.
this guy, he's
4
under
or
the
no,
tree.
2. I'm pretty sure is
Yes.
the one.
The Merchant Guard 2 is under the tree with the pulverized spine.
14.
Okay.
yards.
So you said the ogre hunter was
14
stunned, not killed.
14 Yes.
yards.
Okay. Can I still
Wait.
attack him then? Since you said I had to jump out of the way.
Yes, next turn.
Okay, so I would have to basically move back into position to attack him this turn.
Yes.
Okay, if that is the case, since I'm standing next to Merchant Guard Halberd 1, I might as well take a swipe at him. Since I'm standing right here.
Is it not
No.
me then?
I've taken away the rest of your turn because leaping from a fucking falling tree log.
Meh.
I consider
I will,
this
I will
an action.
accept this because it was a very amusing action.
Let's see.
Right.
What is the weapon? The range on this? Too far. All right. Well, I use my free action to switch to the bow, and then so what is? Hang on. I need to see how this works. So if I switch to the bow with a free action, and then I can use the, is it rapid shot to shoot twice as long as I don't aim?
Yes.
Okay, well I'll do that on this guy then.
All right. Fire away.
And it should ignore 1 point of his armor as well. 1. Do you want me to just roll both and then roll damage, or?
Roll 1, then roll damage, then roll the second one.
Alright. And then the second one. Okay, so hit with 1.
Yes, hit one with 1. All right, so that is 6 damage. I think I'm still confused if it's taking armor into account, but I think it is.
I'm not sure, but it should take 1 point of his armor off because I have sure shot.
Yes.
So I've got all these new talents, so it takes me a second to actually be like, can I do this thing? How does this work?
Did I also spend my turn falling?
If it was based
I'll-
off the same thing, then you would have one action that you could do.
Yes, I'll take it as a half action.
Okay. Let me see here then. Well, can I charge and push one of these guys into the hole?
That's a full action, but you can move into position to do so next turn, potentially.
With the
Okay.
ogre stunned, I would say we can now. You can try to focus down everyone else. I'll still try to focus the ogre until it's actually dead.
Oh wait, he's not dead yet?
No, he's just stunned
Oh.
for 1d10 rounds. So it means we'll at least have one full round of him being out of that action.
So it's better to just finish him off. Just be done with him.
I guess I'll move into position then.
Kill securing. No. Hands will take care of it.
Okay.
Go, Mayo, go.
I mean-
Mayo rolls a standard success.
But can he get through the armor?
He's just chewing. Ah.
That's the dice. He's not getting his usual Ultrix Fury. Very disappointing.
Maybe it's because we took them. That's fine. I think we deal more damage.
Poor Mayo.
He's still dealing respectable damage, but not his usual form.
And now you can actually re-blast that area if you want to guess.
Another. And another one. And another one.
And another one down. And another
Warp
one
storm
down.
in the same area.
Kyle already removed the pointers.
Yeah, but we know which targets it hits.
But Kyle already removed the pointers.
What you did and didn't do is of no concern.
But Kyle, it takes a long time to do the math.
Oh, 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 oh.
Oh, okay. You can only have one of those arrows out at a time.
Started laughing.
Wrath of the Gods. Good.
Maybe he'll get another nosebleed. And with those two combined, he'll take 1 point of bleed damage.
Okay. This time, I'm going to roll on the Chaos Sable first, because it's more fun that way than doing the math first. Fun, Kyle. Ah, of course. Kyle,
What's up?
take 1 point of damage.
No. Dies. Let's just say I was a very squishy character.
Carstic is like, oh, my fatal wound. Oh, I have to retire from battle.
I
Yes,
must
yes.
retire, minions. Carry on. Fall asleep behind a tree somewhere.
It all ended there. Alright, roll another 6d6.
6d6.
God damn it. Math.
The best part is complaining about simple addition.
1 + 1 is 7. He's like, it
He's
is.
like, this is a problem. I only have 10 fingers.
He complains about it, yet he sends me more pictures instead.
Here you go, Kyle.
He's like,
That'll
what?
distract the chat whilst I do.
Maybe
basic
this is the
math.
reason he's actually having trouble counting.
You can always open up a calculator if you don't want to do head math.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
good, it's
that takes
blocked.
almost as long.
My
I
country.
mean, it's just add 9.
Just add 9. Just add water.
It just works.
Why did Philo become so fluffy? Good question. Okay, Merchant Guard 4 is knocked prone. I wish there was an easy way to mark him out as prone. There is not. Good enough.
I can always turn his portrait like sideways or something. I think putting on the
makes
label helps
sense.
too.
And because it makes sense, I'm not particularly fond of it. Oh. There. We shall make him small. In fact, we shall make you both small. There we are.
That's a very specific side effect of the spell.
Very specific side effect of being paralyzed.
Ah,
Well, we've got 2 paralyzed. It's kind of funny.
Jesus.
3
Mm.
paralyzed.
Well, at least this spell is paying for itself. Herp derp.
I mean, AoE spell that does decent damage, yeah.
Poor Hunter.
Now, Karsticket's now like, kill, secured. Yes, yes.
Best part is his contribution to the battle was catching a tree. And even that he couldn't
Look,
really
that was
do.
important. He set himself up to be attacked, and he couldn't parry or do anything because he was holding the tree.
A tragedy,
Really,
to be
he-
sure, but a welcome one.
Really, if anything, he should receive the Team Spirit Award after the battle's over.
Kyle, you killed Merchant Guard Halberd too with his pines pulverized. You took away a valuable source of nourishment and captive information. Shame on yourself.
There's one less person to deal with.
Also, you have mulched the fuck out of these 2 wagons.
Listen,
The
We'll
vampire
worry
will not
about
be
it.
pleased.
I'm
she
assuming the
sent us
walk
on a suicide mission. She'll be pleased
I'm assuming the
that we
loot boxes
survived,
still
even.
hold strong.
Let me just reset this real quick because it derped out. Ignore the pinging noises. There you go.
Ping, 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 ping,
Ignore the ping behind the curtain.
ping.
All right.
Well, a well-laid plan that comes together. Look at that. I think the ogre had a brother though.
What I'm hearing is I need an excuse to make another ogre so I can at least use them in combat.
Yes, I think the ogre had a brother.
Somehow find his way to Saphir's Tower.
It's gonna be quite an alliance at the end of the day.
Like, yes, I have grudge too. Killed my brother.
Almighty stick. tell me how far my people can move.
Oh.
Dinkums is like, oh shit. You better be good on that gun, Dinko, or reflecto.
I'm looking at him like, has he wandered within pistol range?
Dev, you're being hit on the head with a sword. What do you want to do about it?
I'll block it.
That looks like it's going to be a successful walk.
4 degrees versus 3 degrees. Yes, that is a successful block. Merchant Guard with Shield 3 doesn't have a spine. Too bad for Merchant Guard Shield 3. Albert 6 doesn't have a spine. Too many of them don't have spines.
Or not enough, depending on your point of view.
That one's prone, so it probably doesn't have the full range of movement.
You say that, but maybe he has the leap up special ability. Did you think of that, Ketchup?
Are you saying that one of these merchants secretly hired a ninja who couldn't cut it and then just became a regular guard with a shield? Or he's like, but I took this one talent.
It would come in handy one day.
Everyone else laughed at me when I walked out of the Ninja Academy in disgrace.
Sadly, he does not have that ability, which is quite shameful.
Jumper to spray.
And Halberd 3. Right, there we go. I've been having a hard time finding them because of the goddamn system now. Right, you go over there and you can begin trying to climb that log. Alright, it is Gnarl's turn.
Let's see. I'm actually not too concerned about the few guards in front of you, Kibs, because you're gonna have time to get off another spell.
Just
So
try to
I
mop
think-
them up.
Yeah, that's my goal. So I'm actually going to target this boyo right here, because he's right next to me. Time to die. That is so close.
Like that, no.
That's fine. That's what the second attack.
Thing. I'll
That's what the
show
second
you how
attack's
to
for.
use a halberd, scum.
Sweep the leg.
3 degrees of success. Come on, little merchant halberd. You can do it. You can parry. I believe in you.
I don't.
Ooh. You have met your match, foolish amateur vermin.
Roll off or what?
He successfully parries your attack.
Do I care enough to use a fate?
You'll need 4 degrees of success to beat him.
I thought that was to force the re-roll. Is what I thought that technically
Do you
did.
get anything for having 3 of you around him?
He would technically be outnumbered, unless the one technically counts to cancel out Rattata.
Yeah, he is in combat with his other dude, so he's not actually that badly outnumbered.
At this current point in time, I don't care enough to use a fate.
Gnarl
As
has been humiliated.
Rattata is seemingly everyone on the map.
Derek's
Dev is
like, I'm gonna
kill
get them
literally
all.
everyone.
Alright, these pistols are just insanely low fucking range. So I'm gonna have to wiggle forward a little bit. Switch to my warplug pistol, and then shoot at this fella here.
That is a hit.
Bang.
And that's 1 AP from your ability, is it? Because that counts as pistols, or?
I think so. Let me just double check. I think it counts for all my shots. You know how to find the weak spots in your enemy's armor. When you hit with a ranged attack, you can ignore 1 armor point. So yes.
Oh, yes. Okie dokie. The Warplug pistol is also AP, so that's 2 armor point ignored, actually.
Nice.
Okay, location, right arm. You step out of the bushes as the sneaky little Viet Cong ambusher you are, and you hit him straight in the shoulder, right where the arm connects, and you blow out his shoulder pretty much. The arm is just a dangling, bloody mess of awfulness.
Excellent. Gonna give myself a proud
Nice.
squeak and a pat on the back.
Because halberds are two-handed weapons, you have to drop it, sucker.
You can still punch, I guess. And it's Deb.
Apparently, somehow he is attacking the same halberdier that Disco is targeting.
Good job, Deb.
Dev is
Oh, he does have a sling, theoretically.
In theory, yes, but I have a feeling he wants to use his war pick.
Dev is ambitious, okay? Dev.
Hello.
Deb's gone. So keep sending
Hit
pictures.
something.
All right. So can I push shield 1 into the pit?
Potentially, you'll give Merchant Shield 2 a helping hand to get out of the pit.
How?
Pit isn't
Two
that fucking
people.
deep. If you push enough fully grown men down there, they're gonna start figuring, lift each other out.
Oh wait, he's not gonna like land on him and hurt him?
Well, potentially, but again, there's a limit to how much damage you can do with a dude, especially from this altitude.
In a sec, I can't imagine the drop would be too terribly steep. It's not like I dug a 10-foot hole.
All right, fair enough. I guess we'll just fight then. Who needs the damage more?
Well,
think they're
Merchant
both
Guard
roughly-
Halberd 1 just humiliated Gnarl, so
All right,
You know,
we'll get
it's a very
Halberd 1
strong
then.
word considering what Gnarl managed to accomplish in this combat.
Here we go.
all of
Let's
that is
hit.
for naught.
Let's hit Halberd 1 then.
See, if Dev steals your kill now, it will literally just be for naught.
Oops, that was a damage roll accidentally. Okay.
Also, Dev, you should have fucking cast that spell before the combat began that gives you extra damage.
I keep forgetting. Sorry.
Dumbass.
I'll make sure to do it next time.
The best part is he says he's sorry. Kyle would just go, fuck you, but Kyle.
Nice. I got a
Dev,
1. Excellent.
But he is Canadian, so he's sorry about everything.
See, if you had that poison spell, that would have been critical.
Rip.
It's alright, I'm sure Gnarl can secure the kill and then be like, all mine. Was all me.
Oh no. Oh no, far better.
Mayo. Yes.
Honestly, if Mayo
Chew toy,
manages
chew
to get the
toy.
kill, that frees me up to take care of some of the guys over there.
That might be good enough.
Gnarl really wants. I don't know. Mayo really wants the chew toy.
Besides, if Gnarl's going to brag about anything in this combat, it's going to be taking on the ogre.
Mayo pounces on him and tears him down, starts viciously gnawing at his throat, ripping it up. There's a welter of blood shooting into the sky everywhere. It's a scene of absolute carnage. But when Mayo is done, he does turn to Gnarl and goes like,
Took you long time to kill.
Okie
Gnarl
dokie.
is engaged in a dick measuring competition with the wolf rat now.
Pretty sure Gnarl comes out on top.
Hold on, you little slut. He's like, I'm not a little slut, I'm big slut now. That should get
That's
most of
not
them.
how diameters work, Kyle.
What, are you scared? Wait, is it stretching? No, it's not. You fucking paranoid. Oh my god, leggy. Come on. Come on. There we go. Perfect.
Such
There.
sad noises.
Come on.
Warp storm. Warp storm. Warp storm.
I just imagine that's what his character's actually saying, like just in the bush behind me. Come on, squeak.
Basically, yes.
Hold on, I need to see if Merchant Guard 4 is in range. I need to try and save his life.
Merchant Guard 4.
I'm pretty sure he's just in it.
Sadly, he is.
guy? Yeah, I think he is.
I think he is, unfortunately.
Merchant Guard Halberd 5 is about to have an even worse time.
Archer's like, I should have spaced them out
already.
more.
No,
Like,
no. You know what the
damn it,
problem
why
is?
did I cluster
There was
them up?
there was no like commander to be like, yo, watch your spacing.
Watch your, shut the fuck up, hands.
I mean, to be fair, like I expected this to be a fairly tough encounter, but with
To be
the
fair, I think
with
we
the
all did.
setup- Yeah, with the setup, taking out the Ogre Mercenary early because he was the DPS, the damage dealer, and then nuking him the fuck down, and then just be like, boom, boom, boom.
To be fair, the Ulrich's Furies at the start really fucking helped. And then the critical damage I did on his arm to make him drop the fucking log to bonk him in the head.
Oh yes. Right, you cast the spell, Kyle.
Yep, and I rolled the other dice.
But Kyle, you're forgetting something.
What did I forget?
To do the math for him.
No, the magical incantation.
You could steal the very last bite of my very best food. Oh, that's cringe. You can mock me. Okay, so, all right.
You started reading it more and more.
I think I
Yeah.
preferred. Come on.
You can steal the very last bite of my very best food. You can mock me all you want, but if you insult my best friend, I will obliterate you. It's like, whoa. Naruto is filled with cringe. Holy
Yeah.
crap, dude.
It really
Cringe.
fucking is.
I don't even know the reference, but I know it's cringe.
I haven't seen the
There we
show, but I'm gonna make Disco watch it. She's like, what?
Yep.
Sounds bad.
I think one of my favorite parts is when the main character called himself an idiot.
I'm retarded. It's like,
I
yeah,
am
we
sure
know.
chat appreciates the extra additions. All right, math. Kyle, why haven't you shown Fluffy Philo? Ah, cruel.
Cool.
Merchant Guard 5 is probably just dead, poor guy. 4 might actually, well, he was fine up until recently, at least.
You could describe it as a sudden change in life circumstances.
More or less. I mean, he was okay for a bit. Tragic. Absolutely tragic. And 5, 10.
Now Karstik's
One.
actually feeling powerful because he's murdering people.
And they're not just Skaven slaves.
My
I
God.
kill big people now. Big people, I say.
It's our time. Our time up here. It's their time. Their time down there. Points to 6 feet under gate graves.
That's a cringe quote. I don't know where it's from, and I don't think I want to.
From the Goonies, but I reversed it because it's their time. It's their time up there, and it's our time.
God,
Our time
I
down
just remembered
here.
a quote from that movie that would have been a really stupid, like, opening battle cry. Hey, you guys.
Hey, you guys. Oh my God.
Terrible.
As a little kid, I still like the Goonies, and I still do. But it's
As a
special.
little kid, I like Goonies and still do. Okay.
I'm still a little kid. No! That means you're all pedos. You're like, what? We didn't do anything to you, though. It's like, doesn't matter. I've seen how Twitter works.
Come on, I gotta do some damage to fucking
Dinko!
Disco at least.
No! Dodge Dinko. Or whatever you
Yes,
can do.
dodge Dinko.
I can parry.
Brocco.
Whichever one you wish.
Well,
I don't think she has the dodge skill.
Oh, that's
So it would
right.
have to be
it's
parry.
skill.
I think I can maybe pick it up with the pistol, but I don't think I got it yet. All right, I will. Attempt to parry. Parry, 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 parry. Hand weapon? Yes. I will parry. With a
Disco
panic
holds up her
squeaking noises.
pistol. Please don't damage it.
I think the desire to protect her pistol has prevented her from properly parrying.
It would appear as such, yes.
I don't blame her. Those were expensive.
Fine. One! Oh, come on. Disco, you take 5 points of damage.
Did you not just say one?
Yes, he rolled a 1, but his strength bonus plus halberd.
I don't even know how the toughness thing works.
Toughness just reduces damage.
Okay.
For
By
every 10
what?
points.
Because I never forget.
Okay, no,
anything.
so Disco, let's just say for sake of argument, your toughness is 40. It means
It's
you would take
34.
4. You would take, okay, so you would take 3 damage off because it's every 10.
Okay. And where did he hit me?
He hit you in the leg.
Oh, I have an armor there.
So now reduce that armor as well.
So I take 1 damage.
Much sadness.
His epic little charge, like, hey,
With an annoyed squeak.
like, sort of bonks your leg a little bit. It's like, oh.
One damage.
Neither of you have spines. God damn it. Oh, that was the only guy I had that could really do much. Well, we're done.
Okay.
Uh,
How far away are you? Yeah, about
report to
that
the
far.
merchant
So if I go
guards.
here, and I charge like that, with you a little bit farther. There. That means Halberdier 4 will be the target of my wrath. And he's within my charge distance of 24 yards. Charging is plus 10, right?
Probably.
Surely I won't miss. Bam. Can the filthy peasant parry this?
Can I ask now what took so long?
he hit you for 1 damage. Calm down.
Managed to get to ranged.
Oh, fine. Nothing permanent. Does the guard think he can actually parry?
Actually, Gnarl. Actually, I'm going to take away your ability to do that because a charge must be taken in a straight line, you dog.
The charge was in a straight line.
Was it?
Yes, because I started here. So then I moved down to... Oh, okay, first you need to actually complete the move so you can see it, because I moved out of the way of the tree to here, which is 8, and then the charge.
Yeah, but the charge is a full action.
Right.
You can't move first, you dirty cheating slut.
If we were to go like this then...
I mean,
There.
that would work, because the horse is dead, so it's not in your way anymore.
Oh, there.
I
There
think the
you
horse is
go.
flat.
I would fucking hope it's a flat.
Gnarl tried to cheat me, he did.
Once again, what took so long?
Alright, he cannot parry that. Theoretically, he cannot parry that.
Yeah. Die,
I
die.
suppose he could roll a 1. Actually, yes. Let's see if you roll a 1.
Look, he needs to be
9?
optimistic.
Close, but not good enough.
9 is not 1.
I mean, he will fail, but he should have some optimism.
He should. He should be given the opportunity. Alright. Body. Man, I love the ability to just be able to roll these tables without having to look at the book and be like, must do math now. Right, Scrazzle, it is your turn. I suggest you use it to whinge loudly at the bodyguard who failed you.
Point at my leg and be like, took too long.
Fine. No permanent damage.
You should do like those women in old movies, like hand to the head and swooning, like, oh, faint.
Now the question is, he's too far away and in the.
You could go over to the hole and start shooting down it, I suppose.
Like shooting
Put on
humans in
an
a hole.
exaggerated limp and start hobbling over here.
Maybe Nara will tie Scrazzle's legs together when he's sweeping tonight. Oh, limp,
Really-
you say?
Really putting it on, like, ow. I can actually shoot down the hole for me. Although we might want to keep him alive, so
It would be good to
guess.
take a couple prisoners here and there.
I guess I will just.
The question is, will they actually want to be prisoners?
Doesn't matter. They don't get a choice.
They do, they can just bite their tongues. Think, Kyle, they have a choice.
Not many
mean, they
people have the
can.
willpower to
Yeah.
do that.
Stupid, Kyle. I don't know, Kyle. If you were about to be taken prisoner by fucking humanoid rats, you might find the willpower.
So we have 2 guys that are paralyzed but still alive. We have 1 guy in the hole. And we just have this guy left, Shield 1, right?
Yes.
And I guess we'll just quickly stomp him into oblivion and then keep our prisoners, or is that the plan?
Yeah, seems like it.
All that is left of a once proud convoy.
To be fair, they had every right to be confident in their abilities.
Parry! Aha! He parries you, Dev. Suck it.
Okay.
Mayo. Will you jump down the hole, Mayo? Or will you fight the merchant guard, Mayo? Choices. 34, a rare miss for Mayo.
Look, he's too fat.
If only
I'm
Mayo
gnawing
would have
on the
aimed,
last one
he could
now.
have done it.
Let's see. Warp storm again? No, kids.
I mean, there are 2 over here who are paralyzed but not dead yet.
Well, I'm not gonna
He
kill
really
them.
wanted to punish them.
Let's see.
Like, no, not again.
I'll throw warp lightning at that guy right there. Lightning time.
I thought the gods on every casting roll. God, you're really slamming them out there today.
It's fine.
What's the damage, Kyle?
I don't know, but I assume it's a
Okay.
lot. Okay.
0 damage.
Bare minimum, it's 10.
D10, but we gotta see what the magic missile. With damage of 5 for every one that comes up on your casting roll, you take 1 damage. Okay. So it has 5 damage base. 6 damage. Damn.
Quite pathetic, I must say.
Bit tragic, really.
Right. Minor chaos chart. Oh.
Does her hair stand on end?
1d10. Kyle, your hair stands on end for 1d10 minutes.
Fluffy.
No.
He's like one of those cats that gets startled by the reflection in the mirror and they just get all poofy.
Scrazzle cannot relate.
Come on, Merchant Guard Shield 1. I need to do... Oh, that's not going to do it, is it? This guy hasn't hit any attacks. I'm very disappointed. What about you? Will you finally be able to get out of the hole?
The guy down the hole hasn't done very much either.
There we go. Finally, I'm out of the hole. Where'd
Does
everyone
Mayo get
go?
an attack of opportunity? He moved.
Well, he didn't move. He climbed. There's a difference.
I would think, well, his little head popped out of the hole. Mayo would get an attack of opportunity.
Just go look at it this way. He was really a fool for getting out of the hole because that means Gnarl can charge back.
I mean, he might now be thinking that he was better off inside the hole.
Turns around, climbs back in. Like, nope.
Okay, back we go with the charge.
No.
Target the poor soul. Add a +10 because charging. We're going to use our fate on that.
Oof.
That was going to happen eventually at some point.
Better.
Hail of two
6
extremes.
degrees of success. It's not a problem. He just needs another 1. Fine. 41. Not close enough.
40 off of what he was supposed to get.
I think this guy was gonna wish he stayed in the hole.
Yeah. Come on,
Can
Ulrich
I get
Fury.
back in hole?
That is a double 10. I rolled 2 10s. That's a shame.
Ulrich's Fury. Good.
He's really
Necessary.
gonna wish he stayed in.
Roll to confirm.
You say, let
Oh,
me
no.
get back in the hole.
Sad.
Well, he's dead.
He just pops his head out of the hole and Noel runs over and ah! Smash,
Surprise
smash.
prize!
Well, there's no point me trying to shoot through everybody, so I'm just gonna start reloading my guns.
Can I make a suggestion? No. Okay. We got to keep one alive, right?
We have 2 alive.
You got 2 alive over there.
Their
You know,
spines are
they're not.
dead.
They're not doing anything. They're just vegetables.
They don't have spines, but they're still alive.
We still need this guy, don't we?
Do
Not
we?
really.
Is he still fighting, or is he giving up, Arch?
Poor man. He's being attacked by monsters. He shall continue fighting bravely.
I would say at this point, I don't think it's necessarily fighting bravely. It's just hoping for a miracle to intervene.
Okay, so I'm gonna push him in the hole then.
That's cruel and unusual.
We should take at least one prisoner, and he's gonna be it. So into the hole he goes. What,
I'm
what do I
noticing
gotta roll?
I'm noticing 2 prisoners right up there.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Right.
sure that Mayo's gonna climb in after him if you put him in the
What-
hole.
What do I gotta roll, Arch?
I'm not
Strength.
sure I could call Mayo off at this point.
Oh Jesus!
I think Dev's going in the hole.
Wasn't a critical failure.
He just goes, eh.
1 degree of success. Alright.
Well, I guess I'm in here now.
I don't think it's necessary that you had a shoving contest in which he just stepped out of the way.
Pretty much.
Pretty much. It was a neat sidestep.
Come on, Mayo. Mayo got this.
32 with 32 weapon skill. He's cutting it. Ulrich's Fury, of course.
I mean, that's really what I pulled when I attacked the ogre's arm.
Mayo has just realized that with Ratstein in the hole, that this is now entirely his chew toy.
All right.
And he's
that's
not letting it get away.
25 damage on a man who had 1 wound left. Very well. Right. Well, Dev falls in the hole and is immediately followed by a welter of blood and offal. All right. I think that's probably the end of the combat. That was. All right. Okay. All right. You know what? Next combat encounter, I'm just gonna do what I'm gonna put in enough units to the point where I'm thinking, okay, this should be difficult. Then I'm just gonna double that number.
The thing is, it
Just do
was
the Russian
fact that we
tactic of there's
had
so many they can't
tactics.
crit them all.
We had tactics, and we did get lucky with a few rolls. Otherwise,
That's true.
I think that would
I
be much
did see
harder.
chat say that Dev made this possible. You owe your success to Dev.
I think Mayo made it possible.
Because of the tree?
I think
The
there was a
tree was a big
combination
deal.
of
Dev is in the
set
hole,
up and then
and Mayo
follow
has
through.
Mm.
lots of chew toys. I think Mayo is the hero.
Two man things left. Don't look like they're going to go far. Maybe see
Google.
if they know something about cargo, yes.
How long can human live without spine?
This sounds like a science experiment.
We can find out.
Can you live without a spine? No. Here's why. Aha.
Actually, important question. Since these guys came from Talabheim initially, right?
Yes.
I just realized they might not necessarily know Kislevet.
That's fine.
That's true.
Slaves don't need to
They
speak
look
our
up
language.
at you and they go, we müssen die Juden, something.
Are we now out of initiative?
You are out of combat, yes.
Their
'Cause,
spines are
I
broken.
think I'll go and secure the horses that
Yep.
weren't crushed, and make sure that they don't like run off into the woods with the cots.
Oh, yes. Like, the horses were freaking out already. They saw their friends murdered, destroyed by lightning, crushed by tree trunk. There's a fire raging in front of them. But the sight of a humanoid monster rat walking towards them smiling, that's going to calm them right the fuck down.
It's a good thing.
Give me a baby. No.
She has animal handling.
Or just
or
like,
Hannibal
no,
Lecter.
he's
Oh,
got
hell, let's go.
skis." Worst case, I just warp lightning them as they run away.
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
like,
it's not that they're gonna get murdered. To
Like,
be
we
honest,
don't need the horses. Like, we are only told to secure the cargo.
Yeah, we can bury it and hide it.
No, we
One
were
degree of success. This is not that kind of test. You're going to need more than that.
What, to just grab the horses?
To calm them down, yes. Because right now they're panicking hard. Like, you wouldn't be able to hold on to a horse like this.
They won't
Because
be able to go
sounds
far if they panic and
quite
run because
cheating.
they just tip and fall over.
Well, in that
Like-
case, like I'll disconnect the carts from them. I don't care if the horses run away.
And yeah, it's
That's
like a nice
probably
food
what I
source, but we
Wait.
don't need the horses.
Fuck the
Well,
horses.
don't we need the horses to pull the carts?
No,
No.
what we were specifically told to do is after we dispatch the guards, you're supposed to shoot off a signal flare.
Well, in that
Well-
case, if I can't calm the horses, I'm gonna cut the carts
Wait,
loose.
no,
from them.
don't do it.
Yes,
wait.
I am.
No, I have an
You're in the hole.
idea.
Shush.
No,
Shush, hole
you
rat.
didn't wait when anytime anyone else asked, so this is karma.
No, don't do
Karma
it.
hurts.
We do not want them to like. run
no,
off
wave
with
at the
carts.
horses. Bye.
Live free.
As much as you want to wear one of them as a hat, Deb, we'll get another
Like,
one.
not a hat, a cloak.
Besides, we have
Can
two
you guys get
corpses
me
here.
out?
I mean,
No.
Good point.
you are a
No.
ninja rat. If you can't get out of that hole,
You have the
deserve
ability
to be down there.
climb.
All right, Arch, how do I climb up? Let me find it. Scale. okay.
Agility or strength?
It's
Or
scale
just
shear
scale.
surface.
Make him
Yeah.
roll
that
for
works
it.
too.
Make him fall and break his little cankles.
Is this horse dead? I assume.
Oh my fucking god.
Well, there goes the cankles. There goes the-
Archie, I assume this horse is dead.
Yes, that horse is very
All right,
dead.
time
Okay.
to do a perception check for all the cards.
Wait, Kibs. I'm currently doing
No,
my
wait. Loot.
No,
six
wait.
degrees.
No, wait.
6 degrees of failure for my climb.
Yes.
You deserve to stay in hole.
Naro will look down in the hole and just say,
No.
How you fail?
I'll use another fate. Assuming I have one. Let's check. Yes. No. I can't
I
believe
look over it and Karthik is just looking at his toes.
He's like, they wiggle in the dirt. They don't wiggle.
I suppose before we actually signal the flare, I just take an inventory.
Yes, she said we didn't need to look in boxes, but we should make sure everything there.
We'll look in boxes
No,
anyways.
because what I was wanting to do is try to see if we could sneak one of the loot crates away. Because with that log falling on, it's it's probably believable that one of them was crushed.
I mean, then it would just be underneath it.
I mean, maybe the guards already skimmed something off the top.
Considering these were locked, bit hard to believe.
Was gone where
Jack
we
makes a wonderful
found.
observation. Dev has killed countless enemies. He is now about to die in the pit he dug.
Technically, Naro dug that pit. All he did was cover it.
You guys got to get me out of here because I had a failure of a roll.
Well,
Naro,
after I'm done looking at my
You
toes, I'll
literally have
come
a
over and
spell
get him
that
out.
lets you fucking walk on walls.
That's why Naro looked
Actually-
at you and went, how?
Arch, is there anything in this hole?
I dug
Yeah,
it.
that's a fucking corpse.
Oh my god, Andy.
Well, no, because there should also be my net, right? Can I reclaim my net?
Yes.
All right, I'll reclaim the net, and I will cast my spell, and I'll walk up the walls. And I'll blame all of you traitors for not helping me.
This is when Dev
Take
kills
it
the
home.
party
You
later.
should know need
Complain,
He'll
complain.
cite
you
this
left.
reason. He'll be like,
Why
I'm
look at
killing
me
the party
when
because of
you
this.
the one who climbs.
Quiet hands. No more cringe.
All right,
You
I'm
put
gonna go
stuff
and
in
eat.
there.
I'm gonna go and eat the squished horse, and that's my contribution from now on.
Like, that's a really disgusting meal, too. Like, it's just a splashed horse. There's gore everywhere, tree barks.
He's like
dirt.
licking it off the
Sounds good.
trees.
You know, Dev, you have the cooking skill.
He'd forgotten.
You could
Alright.
cook.
All right, I'll light the tree on fire to cook the horse.
You know what's funny? For all the shit Dev gave Sargon about forgetting his spells, your Dev is like, I forget cooking, I forget how to climb out of it.
Well,
Dev,
maybe Dev, you
Dev.
could move the crates out of the way before you set the tree on fire.
You little
Or you'd be
munchkin.
going in fire to
Burning
retrieve.
the whole forest down.
Dev man mad. Dev man furious.
Well, won't need to add salt.
And so the great forest fire began.
Well, since Kyler's looking at his toes, maybe I can have a look through the boxes.
Maybe.
Just, poke
Yes,
my
now,
nose
now that
around,
Rattata is
have
out
a
of the hole.
sniff in all the crates. Anything interesting?
Right, let's see here then. There is a wagon of gunpowder weapons with a cask of various markings on them. Like you can make out the little rifle insignia. The lead wagon, the one that Dev is currently setting on fire, has 5 barrels of gunpowder. And various
Oh.
alchemical supplies.
Can I not set the tree on fire?
Well, would you like to reverse your decision to light the fire?
He's like,
Sure.
maybe with gunpowder being nearby.
But maybe I am poking through it and just gonna pop my head over the tree. Would not recommend.
And that's when we cast Ghostly
Might
Flame
go
real quick.
boom boom.
Like, look at that cart hands, and you're like, and me ketchup, and then he explodes.
The thing is, if these are just barrels of gunpowder, and with this tree, it's like we can just say that like one of them got crushed.
First, we open the
Barrels
box,
of
though. We can worry about that later.
Yeah,
Yes.
what's the box with the rifle on it? What's in there?
Okay. But there's more boxes, though.
Well, you can tell me about them too.
Eh.
We're sitting here waiting for the DM to give us information.
All right. So the one furthest to the rear is the one with the rifles in them. There's one cask of 5 Hockland long rifles, and there's 19 casks of wheel-lock muskets. There's also a fancy-looking gold filigree lock box as well.
Nito Cheeto.
Kyle, I will fucking sue you.
I literally, after you
Nito
went to bed last night
Cheeto.
on stream, I was just like, I should start stealing Nito Cheeto in chat. And I was like, yeah, you should. Do what Arch does. And now I started. And soon it'll be my Cheeto Nito. He's like,
Lawsuits.
Poor Barch. He's got it pretty rough today.
So what was the flintlock musket? What was the other thing? I'm just trying to find it in the items, just so I have an idea of what you're talking.
The Hawkwind rifle is like I think one of the better like gunpowder weapons from what I remember just from the core rule book.
I'm not seeing it. I see
It
the
should be
flintlock
in the-
musket.
It should be there because I do remember seeing it in the list of ranged weapons.
I don't see it in the items though.
Did you spell Hawkwind right?
I'm not searching for it. I'm just going through the list, and I assume it begins with H, and there's no.
The Hockland rifle is in the weapons of the old world thing.
So it's not in the items in the game.
I didn't assume you would steal it.
I mean, I just want to know what it does.
No.
I mean, if one
Both hands
happened to
gripping it.
fall out of the box.
Fell out of the box lying on the ground. No one could know this was from
always
Convoy.
had shiny gun.
So the Hockland long rifles, there's a cask of 5 of them. They're in their own like separate slots in the wooden box. They're just secured by nails. The Hockland long rifle they have incredibly long barrels, like they're almost as long as a grown man is tall. And they also come equipped with small casks next to them, little boxes, which contain a fancy long scope. They're basically medieval sniper rifles.
Ooh, fancy.
But it's going to be really obvious if we take one.
Yes.
Well, you've already broken up the casks. It's already kind of obvious that you've been snooping a little bit at least.
No, there was big storms that broke everything.
Yes, of course, broke everything.
Tree fell, boxes got opened. You can't explain that.
You can't. Shattered in fighting, yes.
I mean, look, even 2 guards got broken.
but the
Spine's
trees
gone.
all the way over there. Splinters.
Like I said, tree fall, boxes open. Can't explain that.
The other caskets, they contain wheel lock muskets. Basically, they're normal rifles, but they're way fancier. Like the wheel lock system was way more complicated than the normal flintlock system. So these would be more expensive rifles, and they'd be more reliable rifles as well.
Here I was hoping for some needle nose. Alas.
I don't see them in the thing either. And are they just in a box, or are they in?
I'm assuming
hiding
all of
things
these are in
way?
their own like little box.
Yes, there's 19 boxes. There's 5 rifles in each box. Like this is a pretty major shipment of arms.
Hmm.
In game, they would be exactly like a musket, but they would not be unreliable. They reliable instead, so you wouldn't have to deal with the misfire charge. Otherwise, they're a regular musket.
I like the flintlock musket.
Yes.
That's it. That's the closest one I can see.
Yes.
And they're not in their own separate little things in the case. They're just in a box.
Yes.
So-
19 boxes with 5 wheel-lock muskets in each. And then there's the one fancy gold filigree box, which is locked. Properly locked.
Aw.
Actually, opening the core rulebook, the Hawkwind One rifle actually is in there.
It maybe
Is it in
is.
the
I'm
core
just
one?
looking at the items in the
Yeah, open up
game.
open up the core rulebook and go to page 108. It's on there.
Oh, okay. But it's gonna be really obvious to take one of them because if it's in a slots, you'll be like, "Why is this slot empty?" Don't know. Where did you get that? Found it.
Found it.
But if the other ones are just kind of thrown in boxes, it'll be a lot less noticeable.
Mm-hmm.
You just
Well,
you
no,
know,
all of them are in slots. Like these are weapons boxes. There are carved grooves for them to rest in when transporting, so that they don't just rattle around freely.
Yeah, basically, unless
so it
one
would
of
be
the
less noticeable if a whole box went.
well, that's it. No, that's why I was
Yes.
specifically asking if the tree log actually smashed one of the boxes.
Not these ones. I think these ones are at the back.
Yeah, the gold one was at the front one, right?
Here, I'll put a one in resources. Now this is for modern rifles, but you get kind of the gist. There are these little holes and grooves in the box, which the rifles rest in.
Where did you put this?
Oh,
Resources.
Oh,
resources in
resources.
the
I mean, if one box was to be lost in
Carbine 98K. Man, wish we had
the
those.
combat,
Who knows?
these things happen.
The second to last cart contains 2 barrels full of shot and 3 barrels of healing draught.
I mean, the thing is, she's never met Ratata or Scrazzle.
2 barrels
So
of
she
shot
doesn't know
and
how many of us there are in the group. So one or more of us could potentially disappear with a box or two of
Oh,
stuff,
yeah.
and she would be none the wiser than any of the party was missing because she's never met us.
You might also think we're more powerful and intimidating if they're less. He thinks there's less of us that are able to do this much damage. That might be good leverage.
I mean, the thing is, I'm pretty sure she assumes that we have a greater company than just 2 people.
Yeah,
It's just
but
a
she
question
doesn't
of
have
how
proof.
many. No, she doesn't have proof. I'm just saying it's a suspicion. It
And
will
so
be
she
a
will
suspicion
not
of hers.
have proof.
So you said 2 barrels of shot and how many healing drought?
3 barrels of healing draught.
It's a shame my character won't know that one of the boxes is missing. Because I was too busy looking at my feet.
So, Arch,
She's like, "There's a box missing. Did you see it?" And he's like, "My toes are
Or just like,
so
you need to take a
wiggly."
roll. And I'll be like, no, I don't. I just looked at my feet the entire time, apparently.
you said there was a properly locked box, right?
Several, actually.
Several. Okay.
Several.
Don't I have something that can deal with locks? Hold on.
Potentially.
Hold on.
The thirdmost wagon is the special one. It has 1 large box of Sigmarite hammer necklaces, all of which are, well, they look mundane to the rest of you, but Kyle is like, oh. Try putting them around Kyle's neck and it'll be really funny.
What do I feel by just being around them or looking at them?
They're clearly disgusting and creepy looking. Like, they're awful. Like, they're holy. Ugh.
Can I do a magic check?
Yes.
Time for Kib to discover what these are. But don't worry, because my rolls have been actually pretty sensibly bad. You know, maybe it'll work. Magic academic knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
Disco's leaving. No. Okay. Well, I have no idea. I'm still looking at my feet, I guess.
Indeed.
The wiggly toes. They hurt after I wiggle them for an extended period of time. They're getting exhausted.
You've gotten to the point now where you're wiggling your toes and you can begin to feel the tendons in your feet, and it's kind of uncomfortable because you're thinking too deeply about it. Like, should the inside of my body feel like this?
Basically, yeah.
But they're clearly imbued with some kind of fanciful faggotry. There's also a large cask with 10 expert craftsmanship warhammers as well. And then there are 2 heavy lockboxes with steel and iron bindings. And there's one large lockbox with a faint glow to it.
So I have
Hello?
the trap disarm kit. Is there any way I can use any of the tools in that to try and pick a lock? I'm sure some of the tools overlap.
I am back.
You can disarm traps on them.
What would be
Wait.
the lockpick skill?
It's literally called pick lock, which I don't
you
have.
need a specific skill for it.
I mean,
It's
you
like
can
advanced
try it
skill,
without the
probably.
skill, but it's going to be harder.
I mean, you could get Gnarl to smashy, and we could be like, "What's under tree?"
Yeah, but it sounds like the one at the front was like the really secure boxes, which means I don't have a problem trying that. It's just a question of whether or not they actually had a proper inventory of what was in this caravan.
The cart at the front is almost completely destroyed. Like 2 rounds of warp lightning has fucking smashed that shit apart. The heavy lockboxes look surprisingly good despite their pounding, but the forward cart, there is just smashed casks. You see spears, swords, and halberds just scattered on the ground, blasted into pieces.
Well, we can always collect a bunch of scrap and sell it. We can always do that too.
No, it being having scraps of stuff on the ground actually is a good cover story for why things might be missing.
Yeah. Well, Arch,
So
if you want to,
don't scrape it up, leave it there.
if you want to allow me to attempt to pick lock without the skill, I'll try it. But
There is also a small steel lockbox in the debris as well.
I'll
And,
try it, Arch. What do you think?
I think Dev should be shamed for what he tries to do here.
All right, I won't try it then.
Dev needs the pick lock skill. Does Dev even have access to it? I would think the sneaky Skaven would have access to pick lock at some point, but God knows where.
You would think,
You
if
would
nothing
think.
else. Then again, this rule system has had some curveballs where it's like, you think this class would have this skill, but it doesn't.
Kyle's trying to bribe me in the background. It's not going to work, Kyle.
Give me the box.
All right.
Here you go.
So the question is, do we actually want to try to take some of these weapons or not?
I kind of do. Kyle, you have magic. Can't you like make a magic-y circle on the ground, put the boxes in, and have everything within them be unlocked?
Can I? Thing is, it's up to the GM, really.
Otherwise, what is the
probably,
use of you?
That would be Magic of Vral. There's an actual spell that does that, and Kyle does not.
I don't have that spell.
Oh, useless. Great
Dingo! That's it, Disco.
Shame. Shame.
The more sass we get from this whammon, the more she'll be called Dinko from now on.
Shame. All it does is make my nose bleed.
It does do that frequently. Sure. No, the Master Assassin or the Gutter Runner do not have pick lock. Oh no! Gutter Runner has pick lock. Gutter Runner. Dev, transition right now.
Does he have the XP?
Probably not. Then you'd have to buy the skill too.
Mhm.
Well,
see.
1, I don't have the XP, and 2, I haven't finished Sorcerer yet, and 3, Archie told me to do Sorcerer over
Yeah.
Gutter Runner.
It's way cooler though.
I blame you.
Way cooler though. Hey, maybe you have
Tell
a
me
spell
like-
that unlocks boxes. Did you check?
Yeah, I checked. There's no spell.
If we can't break the box and we can unlock the box, can we break the lock off the box? Is that weaker?
Actually, I might be able to do something interesting if you award the experience for this fight right now, Arch, and then I can buy something that's interesting.
Can you now?
Yes.
That's a little cheeky. Can I have
Well-
IOU on XP, please, Jeff?
I mean, we're approaching Dev going to eat turkey time, so it wouldn't be impossible to give XP now and wrap it up.
And so basically, with that, would you say then we're putting off whether or not we're taking it or leaving it until next time?
So just for instance here, Hans, how many locked boxes do you have? What have you noted down?
How many do I have? Because I started writing it halfway through. I started with the 1 box of Hammerite necklaces, box of the 10 Warhammers, 2 heavy, 1 large with the faint glow, and then the 1 small lock box is what I have.
Okay,
know
so
there are
let
others.
me actually, I'll actually put it in general. Then I'll put in what you have seen there, because that'll make it easy for you to consider if you want to try and steal anything for some reason, or if you're going to be honest, good Skaven rats.
It'd be rude not to.
Might even be Raskist.
It'd be rude not to. And you know, things happen. Maybe some fell in the river. Was bridge.
And just to be clear, too, that's 2 separate heavy lock boxes of steel and iron banding. And then they scattered, and the small steel lockbox there. That's all the boxes.
Copy that, put it into notes. Okay.
Boxes, 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 boxes.
Then below it, I shall put steal or not to steal.
To steal or not to steal?
So basically, I can learn with 100 XP, academic knowledge magic, and I might be able to get another roll on the nature of all of these things. The ones there was a magical lockbox and something else that was magical, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So are we leaving it on the cliffhanger of do we steal or do we not steal?
That's pretty
we
funny,
steal?
actually.
Do I not?
That's a good cliffhanger.
Because they'll be like,
It's a good
"Oh, God,
cliffhanger
why?"
because everybody
make
in the
them
comments
mad.
will be like, "Oh my god, they need to take this!
They'll be like, racism!
What are they gonna do?"
Because I will
We'll have
say,
to spend
basically,
a
the
week making
reason we were
arguments.
doing this in the first place was to get a 10% discount off of her, like, a broker fee. Because it was initially going to be 25%, and she said if we were going to do this, she would reduce it down to 15%.
Very generous.
Yeah, so maybe we'll discuss it later. How about that?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's like, I don't mind
Cliffhanger.
taking some stuff, but not all. But yes, we can talk about that later.
I mean, it'd be rude
Oh.
not to take small fee.
They've
Finder's fee.
gone into box ticking, says the chat. I'm gonna ban you now.
Duho, it's time for your widening. He's like, no, no. Hold him down. I think we should widen Dev.
Get the pencil.
Expand dev.
Dev, it's time for your sounding.
No.
Devin's like, I don't
My
understand.
soul.
We need to sound Dev. Let's see how deep this
Oh,
soul goes.
oh.
With that, though, it sounds like we're ending the session. So, XP?
Well, end on a cliffhanger, I suppose.
We can end after we get the XP total.
Yes.
That's true.
Barch.
Before?
The XP should not be a cliffhanger.
Barch. Or should I say Borchki? Yeah, I'm going to do the calculator. Why am I going to do the calculator? Just so I don't forget the number.
How about, Kyle, you stop saying Nito Cheeto and I give you experience?
That's when you just start saying Nito Burrito.
Nito burrito. Oh no!
That was good, though.
Archie's gonna ban him. He's like, how dare
Mayo
you come
should
with a
get all the
solution?
experience.
That's
Little
fair.
Mayo should get all of the experience.
You get 220 experience for this, and Mayo gets 400.
I'll start leveling up Mayo.
I think he should.
I don't even think
I
Mayo
can't
has a
remember
skill
numbers.
tree, sadly.
I mean, he can just learn, like, stats. Right, so how much did we get?
220.
220.
220.
Nito.
So what are we on now?
burrito.
What are
I
we
don't
on
know
now,
what you
Kyle?
guys are on, but I'm on 2,540.
Yeah, but you were on last because of dying.
Sadness.
Yeah, 2,000. Total amount is 2,845 for me.
2,845. That'll do.
Dab, you listening? Dab! Dab! He's dead.
I have stuff.
Dinko to the rescue. Woo! It's funny. The amount of pencils in chat is not very high. Too many.
Too
But
many.
you do know the people who did see the stream, though, because they know.
Well, those poor people are gonna have to watch it again when the clips are ready, which they are nearly ready.
It's okay. Arch's audience will be slowly enlightened, or well, the Dark
Well, I'm not
Ages will
quite
begin.
enlightened, but it's the correct word.
They're
They're like,
really-
no, we wish we didn't know.
We need more
There are
crossovers.
pencils in the chat. And Dev is indeed dead. Right. With the passing of the Canadian.
It's time for supers.
I can move on to Super Chats, yes. A
See.
peach and a pencil.
Who's in the game?
Mm.
I'll probably have you start the server in a couple days later when I get some more time, and I can look over my. I think it's time for me to start spending XP again.
God damn it, Kyle. Are you doing Sargon? Are you being like, I'm just going to hoard this?
No, not on that level.
You are.
I
You
only
are,
hoard
aren't you?
XP a little bit because I'm like, I want to get a couple upgrades at a time.
I'm not sure if it's worth getting dodge blow. I mean, I might need to if Gnarl's gonna be really slow to.
Hey,
Dodge
listen-
blow is
time
really
things
nice
again.
because it gives you a second chance to, well, dodge an attack.
Listen, I'm
Yeah,
not
but
as
then
bad as Oozlu because remember, he didn't spend a single fucking XP point.
Because I've been spending
is
my
fair.
XP.
Yeah, didn't
after
he save
every
everything?
session.
Yes.
Yeah. Because how much experience did we get anyway?
Jesus Christ, Dev.
Your total should be 2,845.
2,845.
No, not from the session, but that was the total. The total amount of XP we got today was 220 experience points.
Well, then it's going to be higher than that.
Wait, what's yours at?
2,750.
Devo.
That's my total.
Cheeto.
That's my total XP before adding the 225 or whatever it is.
Alright, who's cheating? Kyle or Dev?
Either
Is it 220 that I'm adding? So I should be at 2970 then. Okay, sounds good.
Kyle, you cheated, didn't you?
No.
Admit it.
If that's true, that means Kibs is either gimping himself or Dev
2970. I'm going with that.
29.
Sounds good.
I gotta open the game again. Let me connect, for the love of God. For
Since
the
I
love
didn't,
of-
I wasn't actually paying
didn't think
attention.
we
I'm
were-
like, Kyle, do the math for me.
I didn't
Kind
think XP difference was that great when Gnarl was created.
Yeah, this is the difference between Gnarl and
That's like 2 or 3 sessions worth of XP if that's the case.
Let me see. Okay.
Yeah,
'Cause on
Gnarl
board
was
this-
a few sessions. Like,
I have
no,
currently
Gnarl was
spent.
introduced in the new sessions.
No, like what I mean is it's like yes, like I had the reduced XP, but I didn't like it wasn't that much of a difference.
Okay, so what is everyone's total then? Let's go down the. Let's just see.
I
Well,
don't know, I
Disco
already updated mine to
Disco
what Kibs
changed
said.
hers.
Mine
Oh
is,
no!
mine is 2540.
Yeah, his is smaller
Yeah,
than ours.
Yeah,
2,845.
you seem to be. It seems that you seem to be about 500 behind us. That sounds about right, from what I remember.
Why is he
If that's the
punished
case,
so
then
badly?
the one on the party bank sheet is very wrong because that one says your XP total should be at 2650.
Yeah, I stopped updating that.
Oh, okay.
Nobody was using it.
Dinko!
Dinko.
So Kibs, what are you at?
2,845. I remembered that number.
And
Somehow.
and Disco, what are you at?
I don't know. I just took Kyle's word for what we were changing it to.
So the real question is,
But
do
I
you
do
trust?
remember it didn't look right, but I was like, maybe I just miscalculated somewhere and just took his word for
I
it.
think you guys have been giving yourselves more
Kibs,
XP.
how did you fucking do this to us?
I think you guys have been cheating while
Kib,
Kibs has been
nope.
playing the game like a
I
Chad.
don't know about this.
It's like
I don't
Kibs
know.
abides by the
Bye.
rules. Chad Jaw.
All I know is
shuts
I've been
out.
doing proper bookkeeping of my XP.
Ants, no one cares about you. Shut up. This isn't about you. It's about me now.
Well,
Where
actually,
were you guys and
no,
which one
wait.
of you did it?
I don't know if you recall, but there was at least one session where I got more XP.
No, we didn't do that.
No,
Yes, we did.
didn't do that.
No.
No,
we've never
no,
done
it's,
that.
it's supposed to be party XP.
No,
it's not like
we're not
actual
doing
Yeah,
that.
you've
It's
never
camping.
been given more XP.
So, there was one time where it's like, Dev, you did really good this time. I'm going to give you an extra 10 experience or something. I was like, oh, okay.
That was a joke.
No, nobody's ever
It's not
got
a
more
joke.
XP.
No, that is. We
Experience is never a joke.
we explicitly agreed that we're not going to do that because what all that does is it disincentivizes people from trying.
Yeah, but then that puts me at 2960. So I'm still too far ahead.
You
Or
clearly.
you're too far behind.
You know what? Maybe we should flip a coin on it. Which number we go with?
I guess
like
I
the
can't even
lowest
go
number.
back to my original number. It doesn't work.
He's like,
Can't
Control
That's the reason I
Z.
own-
I
That's
can't
the
control
reason-
Z back.
That's the reason I use the party bank
Ketchup,
to
if
just
you
keep
didn't
track
die,
of my
we'd never
XP.
do this. This is your fault.
Now it sounds like
Yeah,
you people are
let's play
being lazy.
Ketchup. Ketchup, how dare you?
This is
Okay,
his
hold on,
fault.
hold on.
I think
You,
we can
you
all
know
agree.
what? You're right. I should bring my XP total up to you guys. You're right.
You should-
Okay, hold on. I'm going to do a roll 1d2.
Wait, which number means what?
1 means that we use your total, Kibs, and 2 means that we use mine. Okay?
Okay. Fair enough.
Why is it a 5? Oh,
God damn it,
it's two.
Dad. Okay,
oh, there we go. No, 1d2. Yep. So we use my total now.
Okay, your total was 2,960.
2,970.
I'm okay with this. The only one who's not okay with this is
Wow.
Arch, though.
I'm gonna give severely reduced XP for the next couple of sessions.
Punishing me because of
Definitely
their
time.
poor bookkeeping.
Well, Archer, how do you want to handle this?
Wait, I know how we can handle this. Listen.
Okay.
We just don't give Hands XP from this session. Hands reduced 220 XP.
That's not fucking happening.
I think that works, yeah.
See, everyone
No,
else is
no,
agreeing.
actually, no. Okay, fine. If we do that, fine. I will just diablerize everyone else's XP by murdering them.
Look at him getting
Does that work? I thought it was gonna be a vampire thing.
It is a vampire thing.
free.
He's gonna become a vampire so he can vampire you.
That's true. Gnarl's ambition is to become a rackpire.
True,
I think we
said it.
should give Mayo Gnarl's XP.
I think maybe we should give Mayo everybody's XP.
I'm okay with this.
Problems with Mayo, he doesn't know how to spend it, so it just sits there.
It
It
just sits there. Yeah, it's
accumulates.
like, I don't know.
Yeah,
You
why
can
do I
spend
do
it
with
on
the
his,
numbers? What do the numbers
He's a
mean?
tax
Makes
stat.
I
Hold
think
on,
I'm gonna
put it
make.
into lockpicking. There you go.
I'm gonna
has
make
lockpicking
Arch
now, but he
sad.
can't understand the concept of lockpicking.
You just choose to log off.
Right.
Well, in that
Um,
case,
Just
Yeah.
do it the middle ground. Figure out how much is the middle ground between your two numbers.
What's the middle? What do you mean?
The middle. The
Okay.
Too
middle
late.
ground.
Okay,
I
here.
don't remember what
Wait,
the
you know,
number was.
I'll figure it right now. Kibs, give me your number.
2,970. I changed
Wait, did you
the
delete your old number?
Yes. What did you think?
Oh my
it was
fuck! I
gonna-
literally told you people write it down before you mess with it.
There's only one number that remains, and
You're
it's
all
the...
failures.
Hold on,
That's
wait.
what I'm gonna say.
Discordia, do you have the old number?
No.
no.
There can be only one number.
I guess that's the experience now.
Oh, wait, hang on.
Okay, chat. You determine how much XP they get. Do they get 0 or 0?
See, they're already saying like minus 100 XP for every session from now on.
All right. So looking at the stream, Kyle had 2845. So he's
2845, okay.
halfway between 2845 and 2970.
If this ends up with a number that isn't a 5 or a 0, I don't want it. At the
2, 8, 4. Just give me a second. Okay, so that's 125. We divide that by 2. 62.5. So, just wait. So we should end up with 2907.5 experience.
I'm not changing
There
the
you
number.
go.
I refuse.
20.
29. Can we just have 2910 Arch? That makes it pretty like roundable.
29 XP. There you go.
No, 2910. 2,907.5 experience is not going to work.
I mean, it's not like we can even use the goddamn 10.
I'm not doing that. Too lazy.
2,910.
I'm leaving it the way it is.
There you go.
Okay,
2,910
2,910 sounds fair. All right.
I already closed the program. I'll remember it later.
God damn it, Kibs.
Or I won't. And this incident will repeat.
So wait, you're just going to have
Again.
my extra experience next week, and you're not going to remember it.
Yeah, pretty much. And then we'll have this whole conversation again. The cycle will continue.
I guess I'll start using the party bank again.
Turns out in
I'm
episode
gonna
7
make
we
you
had the
sad.
same
I'm gonna take
conversation.
strike to injure, which means you're gonna have to manually keep track of the critical hit values.
Well, I'll just tell you that I'm doing that.
He's lying to you, Hands. Hands is like, oh, Hands man, see it.
Alright, let me finally get on to the super chats then, as Dev probably wanders away to eat a chicken or something.
Yep, it's time. I'll see you later.
So, yeah.
Who I Dev? He's dead.
Lord of the Gays says, first, and also, hello all, what is your opinion on black people? I think that black people are basketball Americans, and
Wow.
they're very good at basketball.
Both a compliment and racist. A very
Okay, are
nice
you arguing
racist
that they're not
compliment.
very good at basketball?
I'm not arguing
Basketball?
anything. I don't know, because I don't watch sports. 'Cause I'm not a loser. Like,
I don't watch sports either, and yet I know black people are pretty good at basketball.
You're assuming.
I'm not assuming. I've seen
All of
pictures.
them?
All of them?
Yeah.
You're doing grandiose statements now, Arch. You're dealing in an
No,
absolute.
We're universalizing.
You're
I'm for
dealing in
equality.
absolutes,
Equality,
Arch.
Kyle. Everyone's equal, Kyle.
That doesn't sound pretty equal to me, boy. Equality
I
means
just googled it.
not
Basketball,
taking
and I see
favorites.
lots of black people playing basketball. I'm correct.
Oh my god, you only see when you look Arch looks at a picture, all he sees is race.
Actually, the white guy is a judge. The judge is white.
Mm-hmm.
He judges the black
women's
people.
basketball. I didn't know that was a thing. That's disgusting.
Women can
Ugh.
play games? What? No, I'm kidding. This is like, what the fuck, kid?
Actually, no. Like we barred them from doing ski jumping for ages, and they eventually whinged and whined, and we're like, fine.
Look
Why
at-
would you want to do ski jumping though?
See,
Because
even Disco
they
doesn't
want to-
want to do it.
Because people want to say, oh, look how good I am. And then when people let them play, it's like, oh, you're not as good as the other guys.
I wouldn't wouldn't want to do ski jumping. It sounds like a lot of effort and cold.
It is cold. And it's really painful when you don't land on the skis.
Exactly. Why would you want to participate in this?
Like, I like these pictures. The men basketball is these big burly ass black dudes jumping like 50 meters up in the air as they're all fighting desperately for this little ball. The picture of the women's basketball. Here, I'll just send it to
There's
Kyle,
one
because
like falling
this-
over, leg broken.
Words. There you go. That's women's basketball.
Dude, that's
Anyway.
kind of like embarrassing, bro. Like that looks like me playing basketball.
I
Like,
probably
the
would
ball,
be playing that.
the ball, the ball, go away from me. The fuck? I did like bouncing and the ball and shooting hoops, but like actually playing the game, no.
I'm sure you were really fond of balls, Kyle. I have no doubt about this.
No, the thing is like, oh, you will fake it.
It took you a second to fucking figure that one out.
I was
You
like,
should be
shooting
ashamed of
shooting
yourself.
the hoops is kind of like fun as a pastime in the gym when there's nothing else to do. It's like, can the ball go in the hoop? It bounced off, and it hit the other kid in the head. Whoops.
See, this is a part of Arch lore. I was actually really fucking good at basketball Americanism when I was a kid. Like, really fucking good. But it was boring.
Oh,
Fuck off.
so it's time for Arch to become an American. He's like, no. Arch, oh my god, we need to Photoshop Arch. No,
I
we-
could throw the ball into the basket repeatedly, which was pretty impressive.
All right, we need to
Okay.
have what's the artist's name? Under Radar. He needs to draw Arch in like a basketball jersey, like scoring a hoop.
No,
you know?
do you know what?
doing a
You know what
slam
people need to
dunk.
do in their like video games, so they can create like basketball players. Just make one that looks like Arch, then just name him Arch.
See, shooting into the basket is fun. What, having other people try to touch the ball that I'm touching, I was like, no, my fingies are sweaty already. Don't get your sweaty fingies on my ball.
You heard it here. He's very protective of his balls.
So
He's
he
very
doesn't like
predictable.
sweaty
To be
fingers
fair,
on
I
his
don't want other
balls.
people's sweaty fingies on my balls either. The Real Holtonator says, if I were to buy a ship for chat, it would be named SS Petulance, and he would scream late every time you board it. Oh.
Wow.
Shots fired.
Some shade at chat.
Catman, madman. Like,
Khalifa K says, Squeck and Hail, Arch Christ, and hi Hans, hi Disco, hi Dev and Kibs. I have heard about a kill box. Kyle doesn't
Kill box?
understand. He wanted you to set up claymores to just murder everyone in an area. I'm kind of sad you didn't.
You see, I tried to suggest that, but then we never did it. Because the thing is, it actually would have helped in that situation where the guards were running towards the disco.
Eh.
And then Disco
If
got
you
injured
had
because you
just
didn't do your
charged
job.
over a bit faster.
I was busy taking care of the actual threat.
Late.
actual
Late.
threat. More like Hans being a woman.
Who
again. He's
ended
like,
up didn't doing
"Whoa."
he I don't think he actually got a single fucking turn. Because the one time he would have gotten a turn, he was at least stunned for that one round. Because it
Poor
was
Disco.
1d10s rounds that he was stunned.
What I'm hearing is you were too busy with a
With more important
lazy
things, yes.
ogre that didn't do anything to protect a poor Scrazzle from getting hit in the leg.
Maybe Scrousel should bribe Gnarl better.
Mm.
It's like, don't have comeback for that one.
Dinkham's mad.
Maybe next time shoot into melee range might miss.
And that is when party combat was allowed.
Man, England has a wheelchair basketball team. That's how awful they are. They put you in wheelchairs.
Ah.
Ugh.
Do they call it cripple
Wait,
ball?
you get to sit
That's actually
down.
how the fuck
while
does that
playing.
work? That okay? You know what? Fuck it. That's actually sounds pretty complicated. Because like in basketball, you know, you got to keep your hand on like the ball, so you're bouncing from hand to hand. You know, trying to keep other people from grabbing it. Now imagine like trying to push
To be
yourself
fair, I
forward
do
with a
remember
wheelchair
seeing-
while trying to bounce the ball.
No, to be fair, I actually do remember seeing some videos of it, and it actually can be quite brutal. Because when they're just fucking like running their like wheelchairs into each other.
It's like
Yeah,
wham! Battering rams.
I mean,
Murderous.
basically.
Lord of the Gaze says, I imagine Kibs is dressed up as a woman trying to trick the ogre. I imagine that too.
Plays sexy music. Wow, 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 wow. You wanna breed? Hashtag the yeah, boy. Oh my god. That sounds cringe and beautiful and funny.
13th Seer says, officially finished year 1 of my apprenticeship. Thanks to Arch and the crew for getting us through the long nights of studying, screwing about with engines in the workshop. Congratulations, my dude. You are one step closer to being paid an actual wage.
Tiptoe you might even say.
Black 1917, Squeck and Hail Arch, Tristar, Fluffy Lord and Savior. Also, hi Hans, hi Dev, hi Disco. How's Kitty? Squeck. Rat power.
Kitty is fine, although he got removed from the room because he was eyeing up the computer. Like, I'm gonna go sit on that.
Good. Snap its little neck.
No. You
Make sure it
stay
can never touch the
away
computer ever
from
again.
George.
That's a good one. I shall post that somewhere else. Titus Macarius, a rat power for the key. May the loot be sharp fangs, because remember, the one with the sharpest fangs wins. Dutch ratten macht for sluttel. Sluttel? Slut? Slut? If you speak Swamp German to me, I am going to ban you. I don't care who you are. Swamp German is not a language.
Beep boop. Arch is getting a little bit beep boop for me.
As did you. Swamp German is not a language.
Swamp Schnancy.
Though that I hate to say it, but the latest Netflix trailer that Kossi just posted in our Discord server,
Yeah.
that actually kind of looks okay.
For what show?
The Forgotten Battle, it's called.
No, non-flicks.
Now that he said it's kind of okay, Arch is no longer based. He's fucking cringe. He's like, no.
No non-flicks, Arch.
I mean,
no.
yes, Netflix is a company that says, no, we cannot sexualize fully adult women. No. Children? Yes. I question this strategy, yet nevertheless.
I disavow non-flicks. Disavow.
They do make some good Korean shows occasionally. Andrew Jackson says, like, yes. 10,349, sad. Need more likes to viewership. Yes, that is true. Need more likes. Must do your part.
Sure.
Yes. The Goof 171 for the kill box. Nobody killed by made a kill box. Nobody made mine. Lord of the Games, $2 to make it harder on the players. Well, it will be harder next time.
Just because our tactics were really, really good, that doesn't mean it should be unbalanced next time. You shouldn't be punished for using tactics and doing well.
Div did well.
He raises a good
Therefore,
point.
he raises a good boink.
Boinky boinky.
I mean, there was at least one good boink in this fight.
It was. Poor
Shelton
Olga.
Garfield popped into something about loot boxes. Have sausage bite Devmore. I'll catch up later on the VOD.
Catch up.
Kyle, you haven't summoned sausage in a while. That makes me sad.
Final
I thought
summon.
he was like permanently summoned
If he
now.
behaves.
There was a thing where he was permanently summoned, but then Karsnikit actively desummoned him.
Because he was
What? Sausage?
annoying
He
me.
fit and I was like, no, I choose to remove him because he's sassing me. What a little bitch he is.
Yeah, he was.
Poor sausage.
That'll teach
Oh,
him.
90 Skoo05 says, hey, Arch, have you looked into the new Warhammer 40K's Chaos Gate team? I have looked at it a little bit, but man, I'm just really goddamn jaded on 40K right now.
You're not alone. Like, that's everyone I've talked to is in 40K. Like a couple people were messaging me like, "Hey, I'm trying to get rid of my Warhammer stuff. Like, you know, anybody that wants them, you want them?" It's like, sorry, I don't collect garbage.
Damn.
That's cool.
But it's like, no, a lot of people are actually dropping Warhammer like for good now. Like it's just plummeting. Along with
I
their
do hope
stocks.
Chaos Gate is good though. I don't like the decision to make them Grey Knight. Went
Knights
with
are-
the old Ultra Smurfs. But it's fine, it's fine. I hope it's good. I want it to be good. But yeah, like 40, it's not even 40k, that's the problem, that's the thing. I still love 40k, still love Warhammer. I mean, we're doing a bloody Warhammer roleplay right goddamn now. But Games Workshop, oh,
They're burning you out.
I hate what they're doing to it.
There will come a point when you will no longer like Warhammer because of them. Or it's that's sad. That's sad.
I hate what they are doing to the setting. It is not healthy, it is not good, it is not nice, it is not beneficial.
Alas,
Barbarian
not
R. Us says, "Don't worry, Dev, I got you. Believe it. Rat power. You're a weeb Naruto quote." Only Kyle had the balls to cringe.
See,
Dev was like, "No."
Kibs always puts in the effort.
Always is a bit of an overstatement there.
For the right price, of course.
Well, I tried to come up with a good like opening like battle cry. I just couldn't think of like a good one on the spot.
You're just a hands
Fine.
to me now. He's like, "Oh, please, forgive me, Master Kib."
Maybe I should like look through some Cromwell quotes.
Cromwell. Something like, kill every last one of them. Yes.
Kill every last one of these filthy Irish pig dogs. It's like, that seems oddly out of
Oh,
universe, but hey,
Cromwell.
whatever.
Yeah. I actually watched a
No,
movie.
Oliver Cromwell
on him.
was a based-ass little bastard, I tell you.
He's
It was
kinda
bad.
Yeah,
But-
but he also had the really dumb thing of believing basically if he won a battle, that's God saying yes, and if he lost a battle, that's God saying you done fucked up somewhere.
Mm-hmm. And it wasn't necessarily the battle, it was somewhere else.
Then he just died.
Oh, Oliver Cromwell. He is a fascinating historical figure, because my god. Like,
Almost
he
became
was,
an American.
He was a proper dictator, too. Hardcore military dictatorship. Like, he is the reason why England didn't have a proper standing army for centuries thereafter, because they were so scared of it.
Yeah. I think to be fair, some of the stuff he did was needed, but then stuff happened.
Actually, a fair bit of what he did was
He
necessary.
did. Say what you will. He did standardize their army.
Not only that, but he actually kept his word. If I remember right.
Yeah. He
Like-
said he was going to kill all of those damn royalist pig dogs, and he did.
He did.
By God, he fucking tried. Like, wait, that's from his viewpoint. By God.
Savage little bastard.
I mean, he was dealing with the English, and the Scots, and the Irish. Kind of have to.
Of the humans all. You gotta be harsh with them. Bobby Aaron says, "To understand pain, you must know pain. Good Naruto is so philosophical it loops back round to sheer stupidity." Right, power. That's true. To understand pain, you must know pain. In other words, we must step on Kyle's toes repeatedly.
That character is
No.
abjectly retarded, though. Like, I'm sorry, he was abjectly retarded.
I would consider most of Naruto's characters to probably be objectively retarded.
Yes, he was just like that little bit degree more retarded, though.
You may take the very last bit of my delicious food, but you will not touch my friends.
Super.
Well, at least he put his friends over his
That's
food.
a he.
Now, there's some-
She? I thought that was a she.
She? God no. Look at him. Look, that's Kyle. What's wrong with you?
That's kind of cringe.
Kyle. That's the orangutan word of the day, sorry. Oh, that makes me laugh whenever I see it. We should take just more random pictures of animals. Or people. Dev has been posting unflattering pictures of Sargon in our super secret secret room because he keeps pausing the Lotus Eater videos on Sargon's faces and it's like, this looks weird.
To be fair, if you're willing to do that with anyone who has like a face cam or just shows their face, Like,
It's
eventually,
always going to look ridiculous.
eventually you will get that still frame that just looks retarded.
Though, Disco, I must ask, why did none of you stop him the day he came into work with a buttoned shirt and you just had the French opening the whole way through? That's your fault, you know that, right?
That's not my fault.
Let's make it cringe.
You should
Tinko.
have been like, Sargon, sorry, come and just let me just button the egg. That was your fault.
Thing is, like, he sits in a completely different like style of chair until he like starts the podcast. So if it opened like that on the podcast, like he's already streaming by that point.
It was adorable. It was downright mesmerizing.
We
But
kind of
still.
have to be like John, and John like has to put a little thing up on the screen like message. But you know, you kind of have to flag John down. John, tag him.
Oh.
It's all very technical, you know.
At least you're doing a better job than GB News.
Good. That is low bar, but
Almost borderline insult for Disco. So, but okay.
It is a bar.
the bar is low.
Rob Ribb says, "Shut up and take my money." Can't.
Quiet,
Legally
Arch.
obligated to speak.
We're done with you. He's like,
I don't want to become Hassan Bibi, who just leaves the room and like, pay me.
pay me. Nice. Based. No.
And then occasionally saying a word when watching other people's videos.
Wow.
Don
Wow.
PTXX says, "Boss, we swear by the good name of Horned Rat, those crates were like that after the fight." Crates,
Exactly. What crates? I don't see no crates.
No crates.
I don't see any crate.
We're just blood rats. We found these were our crates initially. We were just liberating them from the enemy, and they happened to be in your convoy.
Freedom, liberty, smash Kratos. A lot of the game says, "Beat Bioshock got the good ending." I love my data. That is too many hashtag with too much cringe. No. You didn't kill the little sisters. That's good. It is difficult to kill the little sisters.
The funny thing is, doing the good ending actually gets you way more supplies than the evil one, even though they intended it to be the other way around.
It's like, oh, look, you'll
That's
be
kind of
rewarded
problem.
if you do the bad thing.
No, I know, that's the funny thing. Doing the good thing is objectively, like, gets you more stuff.
It's like, thanks, game. Your morality system means nothing now.
Maybe there's a deep lesson in that, though. Like, yes, you chose to crack those little girls' neck for funs and giggles. You're a monster. Like,
Yeah, but that's
yes,
funny.
yes.
No, stab.
No, yeah. And then it, like, drains them, and they're just like,
A little
Ro-
slug thing.
like, you know what? It's, I imagine they're like juice boxes, just throw the little dead fucking shriveled carcasses in the corner.
It's like, oh, yeah, those little apple juice cartons just go slurp, 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 crush, carton, toss.
Pretty much.
Kyle truly is the worst of animals.
Now that the child is dead. See, children dying in games doesn't happen as much because it's too insensitive. Like Fallout had it, a few other old games had it, but it's not a thing that happens very frequently.
Yeah, you literally got a perk called Child Killer.
That's so
May-
true.
They
I
made everyone hated you if you got it, but you could do it.
Or if you roll a young character, female character, and you go to a certain room, like if you're like 16 or something like that, it's like, you look delicious. And it's like, oh no. No. That game was kind of
Little
cool.
did he know, you also took the perk called Teeth.
Teeth. Oh no, Disco's favorite movie.
It's not my favorite movie.
Chomp chomp.
What are we talking about?
You're both disgusting.
Think
And that's really gonna
of-
ignore you. As a lot of the game says, someone draw Arch as a black guy. I am already
Yes.
a black.
His name will be Birch.
I'm
black.
already a brown. I've already been drawn as a brown person, a person of color, if you will.
I might even say person of distinct squeakiness.
Well, yes, I am a squirrel in that picture. It's correct. I don't know if squirrels speak.
I'm sure there's a brown squirrel somewhere.
Though it is good enough. It's close enough. A lot of the games asks, can there be a romance in the RP? I just want Arch and Kibs talking naughty to each other. No, that romance can't happen, but you can have a Dev Kyle romance.
Why though?
Because neither of them would like it very much, and that's part of the fun.
Okay then.
I imagine Kyle would be the assertive member in that relationship.
Dev is quite effeminate, as we Americans say.
Sure. Lord of the Games gives $2 to solely have enemies attack disco. A little cruel. Just a little. Black 1917 says, 2 keys for disco, I believe in you. Disco. You can get that super rare George skin for Mayo.
Okay. Can I get
Also
a
ask for
cat
key
rat?
shipping.
Can I get a cat rat? Is that a thing? I got a wolf rat. Can I get a
I don't
cat rat?
think they've. At least I remember when I was looking through the different creatures you could get for clan motor. I don't remember seeing a cat rat. Doesn't mean it doesn't
Arch, fix it.
exist. Worst
Arch,
case, you
fix
can just
it.
ask clan motor to do something for you.
Arch, fix it.
Cat rat sounds like an objectively. It sounds like a. It sounds like a contradiction in terms. I don't think I like it.
Fix it. Fix it. And I don't know. Let me see if he is within coming in the room range.
Time for Kitty to meet God. It's like, "Meh, dead kitty is best kitty. Desert Hamster would agree.
Well,
He
you
has
get
wandered
disco
off.
balls instead.
He has wandered off.
And finally, a Lord of the Gays says, can it be canon that Kibs rat loves feet, but only his own feet? Hashtag foot pic, please. Hashtag art does nothing wrong. You are correct in that last one. Kyle, only feet's when?
The right price, my tootsies could be.
I can just see
online.
the torture of Karsnicket. He's like, anything but my feet. They take out this little razor.
Ah,
Shame
here
if
he
you don't
comes.
talk. It's like, good rat shaves off like one bit. It's like, ow, ow, okay.
Well, the
Cats
kitty
are
update
delicious,
is
apparently.
he's currently rolling around the floor with his belly in the air. Like, petting me.
Ow.
What?
Kitty knows.
What? Is that
We
it,
have
George?
had kitty noses.
Let me know when you're ready,
There you
Arch.
go. That will make Black 1917 a happy boy.
He got 2. That's more than he usually gets. Meanwhile, Kyle's just sitting there like, please, can I end the stream now? I don't want him to have kitty noses.
Kitty's
I know
are
he's
Playing a
disgusting.
girls front line mod for running with rifles.
Girls Frontline wasn't that good. I played it for a while, but meh.
It's not the game. I don't care about Ghost Online. But I had a subscriber say, like, you should try the mod for this game. I'm like, okay, I'll give it a shot. Because I tried the Starship Troopers one. And it's incredible. The fandom for this IP, Ghost Frontline, whatever the heck it's about, like, they did a really good job. The guns are... so many guns.
There are
Yes.
many guns to pick from.
Each gun
As
is
he
a
walks,
waifu,
just
but I
like,
imagine there'd be
yes.
quite a few.
Yeah, each character model gets, or each time you pick a gun, it changes the character model to whatever that design
Whatever
is.
the waifu of the gun is.
Yeah.
No, Kyle, that's incorrect. You're not picking a gun, and the character isn't changing. That gun you pick, that is the waifu.
Oh my god.
Oh, you just got a UMP-45 killed, you fucking disgusting whore. I hate you.
I don't even know these games.
Arch immediately could call out what gun he shot just based off the model.
Fuck Kyle. Truly. Truly. Now, thank you all very much for watching, and I hope to see you all again next week. Until then, I have been Art, and these have been my not paid, unprofessional actors.
I mean, you can pay us.
Yeah.
This
Actually, that
is
is an
something you
option.
can
With minor
He's like, my
monetary
intro!
funding, we too can become paid actors.
Mm-hmm.
Have a good day.